So originally I only planned to do 5 seasons of this, but you guys love Giants franchise. So I'm going to say this right now. 10,000 likes will renew this series to continue. So if you love it, kill the like button. Thanks for all the support. I'll get another episode to you as soon as possible. Love you guys. So in case you missed it, guys, last season we ended up making it to the NFC Championship, playing against the reigning Super Bowl champion Saints, and Michael Penix and Saquon Barkley both get hurt in the first quarter. We struggle and we end up losing. We did, however, have a lot of positive things that season. So we ended up trading up for Will Johnson out of Michigan. He ended up being an absolute beast. He was a hidden dev superstar. He's 93 speed. He's tall. He's fast. He's unbelievable. Dexter Lawrence is coming off the greatest single season of defensive tackle that's ever had in NFL history. And he's a part of a defense with Kool-Aid McKinstry, who's a superstar, Xavier McKinney, Kayvon Thibodeau. We were the #1 defense last year. We got to keep that up. Going into year 4, guys, this is it. This is make or break. The roster is set. The team is set. Michael Penix has a make or break here. We got to do everything we can to stay healthy, get this team a Super Bowl. We've done an unbelievable job on the rebuild. Get hype. Like I said, kill a like button if you guys want to unlock season 5. I'm down to do 15 years of this. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Giants franchise season 4. This video is going to be out on my birthday. If you want to make me smile, you can just leave a like. That's all I want for my birthday. Kill the like button, guys. Thank you so much. I'm 27 years old. Oh my gosh. Where do we begin with this team? There's so much to talk about in terms of just like, this is the most... I love this team. This, to me, I've never posted so many franchises like this. Is because you guys are showing so much love. First decision that needs to be made, and I went by the comments on this. I have 119 million. We have been building for this free agency for multiple years. I cut Daniel Jones. I took a $50 million penalty. I have had struggles with money, and now all those contracts that I took all those huge hits on, the $80 million Daniel Jones penalty are gone, meaning that I have $120 million to go spend in free agency. Now, the thing about Cooper is I'm so 50-50. I don't think it's a bad deal. I actually think it's a pretty good deal in a lot of ways. I don't hate that one. But the deal that I'm most meh about, and if you guys, I already showed a recap, this is the one that just is shocking. I do feel like I had to go after a tight end potentially in the draft. Bellinger wanting $10 million a year is just crazy considering. I just don't think he's bronze dev. He's 25. He is a beast. He does a lot of things really well. I just don't know if I can justify that. Guys, I am going to shockingly let all of these guys go to free agency. We didn't win with him. Cooper was a weapon, but this is going to be his last year of being anything crazy. And I'm willing to let them walk. It's a risky move. It's a risk play, but it is what it is. I don't know. I am banking on, with that particular decision, I'm banking on there being some crazy free agencies. Michael Penix is going into his 3rd year. Just had a really, really, really off year. Brian Thomas Jr. is ready to step up. I got Brian Thomas and Jalen Hyatt, and I have a bag of money that I am wanting to go spend to bring in another receiver. Let's talk O-line, because this needs to be discussed. Evan Neal will not play another game for me at tackle. He was the worst blocker I've ever seen. He's a 66 pass blocker. I'm moving him to the interior defensive line. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I owe him a ton of money. I don't want to cut him, but something's going to change. All I care about is linemen. We got to go after linemen. We got to be smart. The defense has gotten so good with McKinstry and Will Johnson, the best player in the draft last year. We are set up to make a run. The Saints is our problem. This team and a little bit of heart is our solution. Guys, I don't even know. What did I just say? This team and a little bit of heart is the solution. That's the dumbest thing I think I've ever said on camera. But the draft, we're going to worry about the draft when we get to the draft. $120 million. I'm going into free agent with a stack of money, and I'm not afraid. Let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, holy moly, free agency. Okay, CMC's got 4. The nice thing is all these people want to play for us. Chris Jones. Dexter Lawrence with Chris Jones. He's 32. Ronnie Stanley, bro. Only one person's interested in Terry McLaurin. You can only bid on one superstar per round. Okay, Dak. Amari is 2. Zaven Collins. It's a really, really, really good free agency. I can't afford to worry about those guys, honestly. Okay, so when I look at this, Kelsey, 30, how old? Like I said, a lot of these dudes ran out of money. So you're seeing the byproduct of a lot of people without any money. Kelsey would be a great replacement at $12 million a year. 36 But I don't want to use my first round bid. You can bid on one superstar. To me, Scary, just like Terry, is kind of who I'm most interested in. I said that I wanted to go after a receiver. This is somebody that I could see here. 93 speed, 93 acceleration. Definitely at the like further part of his career. We have $119 million to spend. So I would offer him. I can't offer 6. I would offer 2 years, but a supermax because I can afford it. You know, like I if I'm going after Terry McLaurin, I want to make him the richest wide receiver there is. I want to go for the supermax, like the biggest wide receiver contract in NFL history. And I'm still gonna think about this. Like, look, I'm still behind. Oh my gosh, Denver's still ahead of me. Thing is, Terry is what we need, like a veteran receiver to just come in and just be like, holy doly, guys. I don't know. We got all this money. I've saved. This is what we get. This is the reward for how we've kind of played. We've played this game in a pretty smart way, and we made a lot of good decisions financially. I feel like this is where we try and go crazy and get that marquee. I bet he's got 3 more years left of being Terry McLaurin. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not just going to stop being Terry McLaurin tomorrow. I love Terry. I've won multiple Super Bowls with Terry. $50 million over 6. I'm still second. I don't know what that guy offered him, but I'm terrified to know what that guy offered him. Okay, maybe I swerve this. Ronnie Stanley, 20. Oh my gosh. I got the money, but it's just... I have the money, and I'm willing to kind of go all in for some of these guys. But also, there's just this, like... There is a predicament of, like, okay, what is more important, the lineman? Or how do I judge importance on this stuff? DB-wise, I feel completely fine on this team. I am more in the market for going 100% all in on one insane player than I don't have a backup running back. I think I was considering drafting one. Kelsey, if we were allowed to sign more than one free agency in the first round, I would go after Kelsey, but I can't. Bellinger is still there. Is there any, like, as a second option, is there anyone here who I could bring in just as like an in-case situation? In case I don't get anyone in the draft, who would be a smart player to pick up? I think Jonnu intrigues me as someone because I feel like he's someone who could like be interesting. And then Cameron Dicker, 99, Leonard McConnell. I want to go after one of these guys too because our kicking situation was horrible. I'm doing it. I'm taking a risk. I'm sick of sitting around in free agency. I offered a supermax to Terry McLaurin. Whether or not he takes it, that is going to be decided. I think I just got outbid. Again, I am in the biggest bidding war of my life. I'm not willing to lose him. Like, truthfully, this is the position of need. This is what we need more than anything. And I'm not willing to let this guy win. This is a brutal contract, but like, I can use Fountain of Youth on him. I can get him a crazy year. I can make sure that this is worth it. With his skill set, I'm a big Terry McLaurin fan. I think it's kind of like what we've waited for. Bring in a marquee kind of guy. I think I'm going to go with something like this. Little more of an initial hit for this year. But, guys, I'm going after Terry. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We're doing it. Cross your little fingers as we sim here. Okay, we're either about to be really happy or really sad in about 2 seconds. I offered him a supermax. There's no freaking way that I didn't get that guy. There's no chance. He says no to my offer. Dude, he said no. No way he just said no to that. Did anyone deny these offers? Broncos, 6 years, $100 million. Are you kidding me, Broncos? I offered more than that, did I not? Just want to give a huge thanks to Game Blazers for sponsoring the video. If you guys don't know about Game Blazers, essentially Game Blazers mixes fantasy football and video game mechanics to create an absolutely amazing experience. Okay, so first thing I want to do on Game Blazers here, which you guys know I absolutely love to do, we are going to open a legendary pack and see what we get. I love these pack animations so much. Okay, Jerry Jeudy, absolute stud, especially with the Broncos doing a lot better. Joe Moneyman Mixon, friend of the channel. Tua Tagovailoa, love ya. And Jordan Love, who is playing out of his mind. That's definitely one that I might start this week. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually enter my own contest, which you guys can do if you click the link down below. Time to select our team. So you get $48 million to spend on salary cap. I'm going to go a little bit cheaper. Jordan Love has been playing really good as of late. I'm going to go Jordan Love as my quarterback. Tony Pollard, 8. These are all similar. I think I'm going to go Saquon Barkley because a lot of those guys are really, really, really expensive. Let's go Jerry Jeudy. The Broncos are starting to heat up a little bit, so I feel like that's a pretty good pick. Dell has just had so many big-time catches. So why don't I go Kittle as the tight end? Let's go Superflex. Let's go Justin Fields. Okay, the other thing that I didn't show you guys last time that I really like about Game Blazers is that you get to do these little mini contests where you can guess. So, like, for example, I can guess who do I think is going to do better this week, Jordan Love or Jared Goff. I'm actually going to go Goff. And then you can watch the matchups and hope that certain players outperform. Ooh, this one's on their own team. Debo, give me Ayuk in that particular one. Brian Robinson in this one. And then you can do the same thing with teams. So if I just go over here, I can pretty much pick who do I think is going to win. 40% versus 80%. I can decide if I want to take a risk, do certain things, and you can play these mini games and you earn stuff by doing it. Once again, I just want to give a huge shout out to Game Blazers for sponsoring this video, guys. It's a ton of fun. Make sure to click the link, go enter the contest, check it out. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. Dude, sometimes the cookie just doesn't crumble. Sometimes the cookie does not crumble. He can get route tech. Do I bring in a Kelsey? I have the money. Like this is where you have the money and you start saying, you know what? I just failed miserably. Now let's go after some of these other guys. That's all that's going on in my head right now is I just missed out on Terry McLaurin. If you think I'm gonna leave here with nothing, you're crazy. What would Jordan like if I get nothing in free agency, pass block, like to me, he's not a superstar. He's worth it. I'm gonna go after him. He's only 29 years old. I think that's a good signing. And maybe Travis Kelce. That would be wild. That would be so cool. Just as a last dance for Kelce, a 2-year, because I can afford a 2-year by 10. Like a 2 by 10 is definitely doable. Like 2 years, 20 million a year. Use Fountain of Youth on him. I have the best tight end in the game. He gets route tech. He gets all the good tight end abilities. Why don't I try and go after these guys? Oh, I did get Jonnu Smith and Cameron Dicker, and I still have 63 million. Martin Emerson's a good player, dude. I really fumbled at the receiver position. We got to draft a receiver. Like, I think I go all in for some of these other guys. And we got to draft a receiver. Scantling, Bo Melton, Calvin Ridley at 31, Romeo Dubs, Darnell Mooney. A lot of these guys are going to get bids, so I don't know if that's really what I'm interested in. Oh, gosh. I'm going to make a trade maybe even. That contract being denied maybe was the best thing that ever happened to us. Does no one want to come to New York? Like, he literally has high interest. I'm trying to get one signing in here. I want one veteran. Like, I don't know. Let's hope we get these guys. This is desperate signings. I'm going after these two, Jordan and Kelce, the veterans. If they don't sign, nobody wants to play in New York. Okay, 58 million is a good sign. That means I think I got one of them. Let's go, man. Boom. That's big time. Okay, everything happens for a reason. Truthfully, I'm glad I went crazy for Terry McLaurin. I am really, really, really glad because when I didn't get him, I was able to play Jordan a $25 million contract, and I no longer have to worry about Evan Neal sucking. I also was able to bring in a last dance Travis Kelce, a guy who knows how to win. He can get route apprentice. He can get matchup nightmare. Like, this is a guy you want on your team. We get tight end routes. I paid him a bag of money. And both of these deals, this one especially, are short-term rich. Like, that's the biggest tight end contract in NFL history. We get Jonnu, Travis, and Jordan as our signings. Receiver-wise, we got to go for a receiver in the draft. I honestly am considering potentially trading future capital to trade up. I know it's the position that we have to go for. There's Chad Demps, a catch in traffic at a 4.39. Like there is prospects here, like especially him, that I look at and I'm like, dude, both of these guys, I would trade everything for a chance, especially Chad Demps. But it's just going to come down to we got to get on the phone. You got a 4.29 guy and Andrew Brooks, someone who can absolutely run like crazy. You have a lot of talent in this draft class. What is going on? I don't even know what I just pressed, but yeah, you got a guy like Andrew Brooks, Adonis Tatum. This is a really good receiving class. So if I see anyone down, like even like a Derrick Ross, I don't think at my current draft position that I will get these guys. I'm glad that like, hey, all that waiting, all that not spending money got us Kelsey and a new left tackle. Evan Neal no longer has to be on my football field. I think that was a very smart decision on my part to prioritize that. So that way I can put Jordan over there, and then honestly, I'm probably going to go Evan Neal. I'm going to have him out there, and then right tackle Andrew Thomas. Our tackles got so much better. That's such a position of need, and I don't think where I was drafting that I was going to be able to get an elite first-round tackle. I want to win now. Tight end, we pick up a Travis Kelce, which is huge for the team. A veteran, someone who I know can make plays, make the big-time catches. He's on his last dance. He's going to come help out our offense and hope that we can, hopefully he can be the guy who pushes this offense to the Super Bowl, which I know that we're capable of. I'm going to get on the phone. We are currently picking at 30 and try and figure out, like I said, you're going to hear all the phone calls. Try and figure out a way to get, I would trade a future first to move up this year. I think it's kind of the year that we got to start being a little bit more aggressive. Maybe a future first and a second and my first to move into the top 10 to get a receiver. I know for a fact we lost Paris Campbell. I didn't sign Amari Cooper. I know. If I could go back, if I knew I wasn't going to get Terry, I'm not dropping him. But Thomas, Hyatt, we have 2 bronze receivers. We need a number 1 guy. Okay, so currently the way I'm thinking at the moment, who do I have that would give me the most draft capital? And the Chargers sent me a trade. Quentin Johnson for 2nd and a 4th. I don't hate that. I just don't think I'd get rid of that. The 2 things I look at is savings. Who could I trade that I would save a lot of money on? Andrew needs to be paid. Now, the one guy who's on the last year of his deal is Deontay Banks closed. And I don't we have Kool-Aid, we have Will Johnson. He has a ton of trade value. Now, I did just give him the option. So he is owed $18 million next year, but then next year he will be definitely tradable. If I'm looking at purely at trade assets on this team, who could I get rid of? If I wanted to move up for a receiver, I could maybe package a group of these guys to make it happen. If that was what I wanted to do. Or else we'll go pick 30. But the guy that I'm most interested in from a trade perspective that I feel like would add a lot to this team and that I would love to bring in. There's a few that I think I could get relatively cheap because they are non-superstars. The guys I'm most interested in are guys like Devontae Smith. Okay, these 27-year-olds, T. Higgins. I could make them superstar. They can still upgrade. 26-year-old friend of the channel, Garrett Wilson. These are the players that are the most intriguing. The other thing I always look at is savings. I wonder if the Broncos just paid a ridiculous amount of money. Can they afford A.J. Brown? Stuff like this is what we're looking at when we're trying to solve a problem like receiver. We're going to get on the phone. We're going to make some calls. We're going to call around the league. You're going to see these calls, obviously, and we're going to see. If not, we'll just draft. We'll figure something out either way. I've talked to a lot of different people, and I can't get nothing. There's literally just nothing that's going to work. That's the way the cookie crumbles. There might be a draft day trade. There might be something, but Quentin Johnson, I'm not going to give you a 2nd and a 4th for Quentin Johnson. T. Higgins, no one's willing to trade him. None of the big-time receivers are willing to be traded, and nobody wants to trade up. I can try when the draft is going on to trade up. That's definitely something that I can do. As the draft's going, if I want, I can try and go all in if I see a pick. But I've struck out with literally, I can't, nobody wants to trade up. I think I just got to realize that I might just have to find a hidden gem at pick 30. I might be able to move up 10 spots if there is the guy. Nobody's moving receivers, but we're just going to have to build through the draft, go through the receiver class once the draft starts, and make a good pick. That's kind of the way the cookie's crumbling. I don't want to mess too much. I love this team, so I'm not going to throw away everything. But yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I went through it. I texted everybody. I tried everything to move up. It's just not going to happen. So let's go to the draft. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first pick, a receiver. What we're going to do, and as it gets closer, I'll make the decision. We are literally going to go through every single prospect together to ensure that we make the right decision. A lot of you do say that you like the scouting process. So I wanted to make this kind of a priority. Chad Demps is everything I want in a receiver. If he's even there at 10, I would offer 7 banks, my first pick this year and a first pick next year. I literally think this guy could solve all of our receiver needs. 4.39, dude is insane. Nathan McCord ran super well. Unfortunately, at this stage, it's not worth looking at. I'm better off talking when we get to like pick 22 and scouting those guys rather than that way I can do a better job scouting as we get there. The trade up might happen. You may see me back here for a trade up if someone is interested. For example, if Chad Demps hits like pick 10, I'm doing everything I can to get to pick 10. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Like I said, that's the only receiver that I would literally go all in for. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Demps just went. The Packers was the only person interested in trading back. He didn't make it there, unfortunately, which sucks, is what it is. But had he made it 2 more spots, I was willing to offer like 2 firsts and a second next year to move up for him. He's the receiver I wanted. It didn't quite work out. But like I said, we'll talk more in detail as we go. Okay, so now that we're 7 picks away, we can do a little bit more of a comprehensive scouting report of who all is here. We got Daniel Allen, a 6'5" lineman. A lot of the top receivers have gone. This is a really good line draft. So I'm interested. The other player who is here is a guy by the name of Alex Tatum. We just lost. I didn't pay my I obviously didn't pay Bellinger, but I got Kelsey. But this to me is one of the more intriguing prospects in the draft if I was going to run two tight ends. But I can't be distracted. I have to know what I need. Let's do a comprehensive scouting report of all these guys and pick. Adonis Tatum is too slow, not big enough. Emmett McCollum. This is the best way to make picks. 4.38 fast, pretty undersized. I don't think he's going to be a huge difference maker. Derek Ross, 4.47, isn't horrible. Especially at 6'4", I feel like that could be interesting. Manny Gillespie, he ran a 4.5. Chris Cummings, 6 foot, 195. He ran a 4.33, and he's actually a second or third round grade. Look, he could be a potential pick just because of his speed and height. Kind of something we need. We don't really have a deep threat on this team. Glenn Baker as well. Trey Fisher, if you look, 4.46. Dennis Hartwell, let's see, 6'4", 4.4. That's actually pretty good. Chris Marshall, I like. How fast was he? Chris Marshall, 4.4 at that size, is actually pretty solid. DeMarcus Stampler, 6'5", 4. There's a lot of 6'5", 4.4s here. Now we're going into the day 3s. And at day 3, you're really only taking a deep threat. You're taking somebody who has game-breaking speed. Someone who is going to be ridiculous. Like an Andrew Wheaton or a Tyler Basley if this guy's really fast, 4.41. Guys, I don't know who the heck I'm going to take. I'm folding like a freaking $4 10. The guy I wanted, I am so curious to see how good I can't believe he fell to 10. But the guy I wanted is not here. I don't like any of these guys. I really, really, really don't. And I feel like my second round pick, it's going to be the same thing. Like none of these 3 I want to take. So it's like, what the heck do I do here? Oh, I'm such a sell. Okay, I got to think this through. The one that interests me most here is Emmett McCollum. Like, he looks decent. We do need to, he's undersized, but he looks decent. I'm either going to try and trade this back or take Emmett. He's a totally unique style of receiver, but he did run well with a good overall, which tells me, like, his awareness is B, his catch in traffic is B, and he ran a 4.3. Like, he's not going to be game-breakingly fast. Oh my gosh. What he did on a 4-3. I'm going to take Emmett McCollum. Boom! Let's go out of LSU. Okay, that's good. I totally different style receiver. I'm glad I went with him. Honestly, I just kind of stuck to the top of the board. He's hidden dev, 95 speed, 92 acceleration, kind of a quick receiver. Someone who I know can move around really quick. I also was really intrigued by his age. He's only 21 years old, which is really, really, really young. 95 speed, 90 change of direction. We lost Paris Campbell. Jalen Hyatt's good. He's quite elusive. But this guy, I think he's got a chance to be a true number one receiver. I've had big receivers. Clearly, I'm not winning Super Bowls. I'm doing well, but I need speed on this team. I think Emmett McCollum kind of fills a need speed-wise. It's not the perfect pick. Obviously, I would rather a 6'5 guy. But judging by his stats, I think there's a chance this guy is really good. Just judging when you put speed, hidden, all of these things together, I think this is a W pick. Rate the pick in the comments down below, but I think Emmett's going to help us. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, now we got... Derek Ross is still there. The interesting thing is there's still receivers. Like, if we really want to transform this and go back-to-back receiver, there are receivers that definitely intrigue me. Trey Fisher intrigues me just from a 6'5" out of Notre Dame standpoint. 6'5", 219 pounds. There is receivers in here that I'm like, okay. You know, like I'm like, you know what? It's such a position of need. It's such a position. Trey Fisher, like if I was going to use my first, Trey Fisher, he just seems like we're going to toughen up at receiver. Like, hey, no more pushing us around. But then I also have to remember, we do, like the guy we just drafted is going to make a big difference. I don't necessarily know if that's a need. Left end, this guy's good. It doesn't look ridiculously fast. Paul Claiborne, like I'm just looking through here, like trying to see, like, okay, what on earth are we finding? And I'm not seeing the like level of talent that I feel like I need to do anything other than a receiver. Do you know what I mean? Jamal Arnett, how did he run? 4.74. Like none of these outside linebackers amaze me, which is that's the fear, you know? There isn't that like one guy that I'm like, yeah, you know, this guy's going to be a game changer. He's going to come in, he's going to completely change everything. No, there's none of these guys are that. So you either go offensive line, which we already kind of attacked, which I wouldn't mind using a pick on a guard, but then I'm like, you know what? I think we just go for it, bro. I want Trey Fisher out of Notre Dame. We lost. Boom! Oh my gosh. Okay. 6'5", 219. He's got to start. Like, oh my gosh. The Notre Dame kid has to start. 94 jumping, 92 speed. This is why I took two receivers. We're rebuilding this. It's why I didn't sign Cooper. I need to make one elite receiver. I needed a Marius Ramsey type guy. This guy actually I like more than 8 catching. I think he might start over. I would consider starting him over Hyatt. And like, this guy is insane. 92 speed, 94 jumping, 83 change of direction. Out of Notre Dame. Like, I look at him. Holy moly. Okay. When I look at this, where do I go? Manage roster. When I look at this, like, he's Brian Thomas Jr., bro, but better. Like, I could go 2 rookies and Hyatt, or 2 rookies and this team's going to be good. Really, really, really good. Okay, I'll see you guys round 3. Any of these running backs intriguing us? 4-5-3 there. I think what I will do here is take the bet. Like, I do need an edge rusher. That's not... Who's the best player here? It's these guys right here. Alex Malone out of Alabama. Speed rusher out of Alabama. Horrible power moves. Might be quick, though. We had a productive year last year with my other guy, though, so I don't feel like that's really the pick. Oh, my gosh. I'm folding like a $2 tent. Give me the best safety in the draft. Give me the best safety. Run support safety. Simple, bro. Oh, my gosh. Don't rush picks. Oh, okay. I'll see you guys round 4. That's the worst pick I've ever seen in my life. Okay, final round. We cannot do worse than what we just did. We really, really, really can't. That was That was the worst, maybe the worst thing I've ever seen. That player that I just drafted. Absolutely horrible. So I don't even know. Do I get a power back to complement? 4.39 power back's actually pretty nice. I might go running back out of San Jose State. We don't have a backup running back, and I found that actually, especially with injuries last year. Let's take Paul Baker. That's a good. Hey, we do not have a backup running back. Injuries were an issue last year. Paul Baker, he's a good power guy. Good change of direction at 90 speed. I'm happy with that. Okay, this is it, fellas. You get to see the draft recap. How did we do with our first two players? Both hits. Everything else, dumpster fire. This draft was a receiver draft. Literally, every other pick. I've drafted decently. I drafted an 87 speed safety. The running back I got's horrible. Virgil Brandon's horrible. Sheldon Springs is good. These two guys, honestly, how do I not start both of them? How do I look at them and not start? Hidden Dev, 21-year-old with 95 speed. That's more valuable than Hyatt. We're in the end game now. I don't have a single superstar receiver. And then a 74 overall, Randy Moss Jr. type, 92 speed beast. This is what I want to see the most. Honestly, I want to see how good the guy that I wanted to trade up for was. Oh. Dude, my guy was just... He was a bust. Thank gosh I didn't remortgage the house. Holy, I almost took out a second mortgage to get that guy. We did pretty decent. LaMarcus Kilroy? Dude's God must have went to Harvard. USC 99 awareness. We had one of the better players. Emmett McCollum wasn't a bad pick. Okay, let's go through preseason. See what everyone's up to. This is one thing I want to talk about. Tavarius Hicks. This is why I didn't draft. He is one of the cooler players. He just got +3 finesse move and power move. That's huge. I didn't draft his position for that reason. Because he is just like developed like crazy. He went up to Star Dev last year. Now he's looking like almost an 80 overall. Shout out to him. Ladies and gentlemen, boom, fellas, week 1. Okay, first thing I want to do is camp stand. We got to do our official depth chart. We got lots to unpack. We got lots to talk about here. Tavarius Hicks is going to have a chance in this first game to continue his breakout. This is one of the best things that you can get. 2 TFLs, do some good things. That guy could be looking at a chance to get on the development track to become a superstar, which is everything and the only thing that I care about. As far as this season, this is a big year for Michael Penix. Last year, I would say was a below average season. I would just say that I played quite poorly with him in general. I didn't really ever feel like I had a ton of rhythm. Oh my gosh, Kayvon's about to get an upgrade. But with Penix, there was things about him that were obviously amazing in the first year. And they still were amazing in that second year. Don't get me wrong. Like, Penix was still unbelievable. I just think maybe, I just wasn't buzzing like I was. It's just there was something last year. I was throwing picks. I was making really ill-advised decisions with him. And I didn't really, situationally, I didn't do it justice how good that he was in that first year. I feel like I kind of sold year 2. Yes, he was hurt twice. That was a big part of the entire thing. Injuries-wise, were not nice to us, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to work through that. Here's Emmett McCollum. We're going to talk about this situation. Our receiver situation is definitely the one that I maybe went into this not expecting to be such a situation. Bo Nix, I think, would be good trade bait right now. He's up to 90-some overall. Let's go talk through the depth chart and talk through these receivers because this is the main thing that we got to figure out. Essentially, we got Kelsey for a year, that we know. Starting quarterback, we have Michael Penix Jr. You guys already know he's going to start. Bo Nix is the backup. Saquon Barkley going to be backed up by Baker. I tried to draft a good young running back as Irving. Struggled. This is where we got to talk. I have a hard time not playing Trey Fisher. I really when I looked at the receivers in the class, Trey Fisher was maybe the best. Maybe the best. So, how am I supposed to not play these two? These are the Bash brothers. They're 6'4", 6'5". Oh, and then how do I not play Emmett? You know what? We didn't score. We struggled in the playoffs. I need a change-up. Travis Kelce, that was a great signing. Andrew Thomas is going to play left guard. Left tackle, I decided. Graham Barton's going to go to the other side because Barton actually was a shining star for us last year. Evan Neal, who really struggled in the pass blocking. I'm going to have him out there a little bit. He is a top 7 pick, but monitoring the situation. We're going to be monitoring the situation very closely with him because he really, like, good in real life, absolutely horrible last year. Part of the reason I always felt like I didn't have any time was because, look me in the eyes, I didn't have any freaking time. That's why I thought I didn't have any time. I didn't have any time. So it's like, oh, fun, I have no time. Benjamin St. Just, I want him to play up top. He's 6'3". Cameron Dicker, I like that as our new QB. Also, just running the ball to Saquon more. This is the thing. I want Trey Fisher. Trey Fisher is the only hidden of those guys. Bring him in. Let him go be a beast. You know, like, we don't have a ton of, like, I need that star power. I wanted to trade for Terry McLaurin. I didn't. Or I wanted to sign Terry McLaurin. I didn't get him. It is what it is. You live and you learn. You crash and you burn. But at the end of the day, I got to make sure that my next receiver, I can create someone better than Terry McLaurin. Brian Thomas, Trey Fisher, and Emmett McCollum. What a young group we have with Travis Kelce and Michael Penix. The rebuild of the century. Guys, week number 1. Hey, put up or shut up. Let's dance.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's the Michael Penix I know. Johnny Smith. Second and 1. Be smart this year, guys. Last year, I hated how we played. I want an MVP season. I want low interception numbers. I want clean pockets. I'm hoping the money that I spent pays off. I need it to. Bring in some guys who can, like, do some damage in pass blocking. Oh, no. Go, Saquon. Good run, Saquon. Dude, no. Oh, thank gosh. That's not me. Thank gosh, that's not me. Find him. Good job, Kelce. First catch, dude. That is exactly, when I think of what we needed, if you were talking like mentally what we needed, a veteran presence. Someone like Travis Kelce, you know? That's, oh, McCollum, Thomas. I love this group. Get rid of it. Penix Jr. That's him, man. You see that accuracy. Dude, I can't. Like, I'm about to snap. He is literally the most injury prone dude. Oh my gosh. I can't with that. I just can't. Like, if this is anything serious, I'm gonna absolutely snap. Bruce Sternum. Like, it's just every game. It's not. It's like he's coded into the game to, like, not be able to make it through a season. It drives me insane. Oh my gosh, another, like, just to start a season like this when we got all these new things. This is why we have Bo Nix. Honestly, this is why I'm considering making Bo Nix. He's gonna play anyways. Why not make him the starter full time? Like, look at this dude. He's fast. He does a lot of things right.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Turner! Flex on him, man!
Looking to throw. McGill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Get some hard flats. Shoot.
Looking to throw. McGill.
Oh, Will Johnson. Buddy is still in the offseason. He hasn't left Michigan yet. Oh my gosh. Totally out to lunch.
They'll look to throw again.
That's crazy. That's honestly, I really respect what he just did right there. That's an unbelievable read, unbelievable throw in the middle of the field. Okay, Bo Nix. We got to make this season the Bo Nix season. Like, I don't even... Can Bo Nix take over? I think he can. I think he can go crazy just as much as Penix can. I really do. Good job, Dane. But I'm frustrated. Like, Bo is insane. What is... Dude, what's your helmet? How are you... Like, I get you've made... Like, what? How do you see? How the heck is bro seeing the ball?
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's crazy. Like, I don't know. Good play. Good play, I guess. That's
Down and long. He'll drop to throw.
good job, Fisher.
Throw left side
He
complete. That's
he might be the actual star of the show. I'd consider trading some of my other receiving assets. I honestly think he's got potential to be different. Like, as a second round pick, I'm incredibly optimistic about him. Okay, right, you're gonna have to make a quick read here, bud, with Bo Nix. Yeah, Bo Nix laser. Go McCollum! Get out of there, McCollum. That's a first. That's a first. That's a first. That's a first.
down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw here
Yep.
on first
Take the
down.
read.
Pitch and catch.
Kelsey, no matter what, no matter how old, will always be a freaking glitch.
2nd and 5.
Crazy. Dude, it's Evan Neal. It's Evan Neal again.
They'll get to the line.
I'm done with Evan Neal. I'm honestly, I'm gonna play Graham Barton there. I'm gonna play Graham Barton there. I'm just taking the clock down just to make sure he doesn't get the ball back.
They'll look to throw.
Bo Nix. That's so unfortunate. That's his first. That's a 3-point mistake from Bo Nix.
Throwing to start the drive. McGill.
Xavier McKinney, what a stud. He's done that since year one.
By Xavier McKinney.
Literally the best safety in terms of that I've ever had. Good job, McKinney.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
McCollum. I locked on to Fisher. I think Kelsey was wide open. Like, I really do. He's different.
He's got it.
At 36, he's different.
Their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away.
Come on, McKinney. Oh. Decleated. Banks. Imagine Banks gets an upgrade.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGill.
Come here. You're going to be all right, bud. That's Dexter Lawrence coming off of the best year. This is why I love these long-term franchises. Dexter Lawrence last year. Dude's helmet still, I don't know how you can see. Dexter Lawrence, the year before last, had the worst season ever. Then he came back with like a record-breaking defensive tackle season. So that's why I love these.
Back to throw. McGill.
Good job, Tavares.
He'll look to throw.
Bo Nix, got him. Good job, Kelsey. That's a laser. That's a laser. Good stuff.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Fisher. Okay, is that guy different?
It's Fisher.
Is Fisher, are we about to find out that we freaking found someone who's a little bit different? Oh my gosh. He is literally what we needed.
On first down.
Yep, Bo Nix. Well done, Bo.
And avoids the contact by sliding.
No, if he's hurt, I'm done. I'm done.
Quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use that.
I'm going back to road to the show. I'm done. If he's hurt, I'm going to lose my mind.
That's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way.
Bo Nix.
Nice job. Using
He does add something,
realizing when it was time to exit the
like just from a running standpoint, you cannot deny Bo Nix helps this team. Like, so glad, hindsight, that I drafted 2 quarterbacks. Penix has been hurt 4 times.
2 minutes, and we've got
Oh,
a
thank gosh. Okay, you stay.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Fisher. Oh, take 3, Brett. Take 3, try and guarantee the dub. Defense, he does have 3 timeouts, but our defense can get a stop for us.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, wow, Banks.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Hey, that should end it. 3rd and 22.
Away from the pressure, the Giants
Good game. Yeah, he knows it. Guys, hey, great opener. I don't know if Tavarius Hicks is going to... That breakout's, like, impossible to get. That's one that I feel like they make almost too difficult. But he's not going to get the game day goal, but that's a win. The thing I'm upset about is It's deeper than that. It's injuries, and it's Michael Penix, and it's what to do about this guy. I love him dearly, but what the heck do I do about my quarterback who gets hurt? Trey Fisher, great opener. Kelsey, unreal, but like I can't have a quarterback who's going to be hurt every two. He got hurt in the playoff game. He was hurt twice last year. He's like the only guy on the team getting hurt. I don't get it. I don't know what is like. That was a throw that I didn't even know that he got hit. I don't know what his injury is. I don't know how long he's out. Thank gosh. It looks like it's just a game injury. He's going to be back next week. But the core issue of the problem still stands. We cannot keep having him hurt. That's as simple as I can put it. If we're going to win, if we're going to do things this season, we're set up great. He's a superstar. Like, I worked to get him from bronze to superstar. I want to actually use him. I want him to have a big year. I want him to get the ball to these targets. It's just not happening. But, guys, is what it is. Want to know? Let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, week number 2, going up against the Houston Texans. Penix, like, healthy. Please, to all these guys, I'm just looking at the camera. Cross your fingers. Put a hashtag Penix. If everyone who's watching this hashtags Penix right now, he will stay healthy. That's not true. I don't know. I just can't, man. If he gets hurt again, I'm gonna cry. Will Johnson gets an upgrade. He just got +1 speed and an ability slot. Literally the best corner in the draft. Back-to-back years, we got the best corner in the draft. There's something to be said about that. I really think there is, and I want to start playing the right way with these guys. Have the right abilities. Because I don't know if I always do. I'm kind of a meathead sometimes when it comes to abilities. So I don't know what the best DB abilities are. Deontay Banks closed, shockingly, is the third corner on the team. That's how you know we've drafted. I've used 2 first-round picks to get receivers. We have upgrades with both Emmett and Trey Fisher, which is incredibly clutch. I think both of these guys are legit. Emmett McCollum, like I said, is a first-round pick. This guy, you could say, is a bit underwhelming, but he caught both passes. I'm trying to get this team better. I don't care anymore. I'm not trying to make friends. I'm trying to win games. Guys, week 2, Texans week. Let's go.
He'll look to throw.
I just don't like starting like that. That's such a bad start. That's Demps right there. That's Demps. That's got him. Cave on again. Is that 2?
Out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Will.
Third and a yard. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right.
Good job. Kayvon is literally. Oh my gosh. Is that 3 sacks technically and almost a forced fumble? Yeah, he's going to take 3. Holy moly. Good job.
Lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were them, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking.
Holy moly. Oh my goodness. Right. This is bad. I don't love this.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside.
Penix just said, guys, I got you. Oh my gosh. That's a crazy throw right there. That might be the best throw I've ever seen. There we go. Get it to McCollum. Go, McCollum! Go, McCollum! That's a first-round pick. RP. Oh, no. Beautiful.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Campbell making
Paris.
the catch. Breaks through the contact.
Paris hates the Giants. Oh, Titus is hurt. Friend of the channel.
Stroud out of the gun here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Found a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own.
Good job. Timeout.
scheme, and
Okay, we're going to have a little bit of time, Penix. We're going to have a little bit of time.
And his kick is right. Stroud now on 4th down. Flushed out right.
That's crazy.
He's going to get
Can't even be mad. That's CJ. Oh, get through this one, Brett. Find a way to win. Defense is unbelievable right now. Offense not good.
They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Third and goal. And Stroud
He's
now
gonna
to
cross.
throw.
He's gonna cross. He's gonna cross. And dude, Lawrence has 2. Kayvon has 3. This line, like these guys are both so elite. It's not even funny. Just how I need to score. I need to score. Saquon, let's go score.
Back to throw here. And this pass
Holy moly, 4th and 4.
will try it here. He's back to throw.
I think I got
He's
Brian.
loft one, deep left side here. This is inside the 5.
He's so good. Oh my gosh, he's elevated.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
You're different, Kelsey. That literally clutch situation. Oh my gosh, torches the man coverage.
Travis Kelce.
Defense, 1 stop.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
Oh, Brett.
He's caught.
Dude, it should be Paris. Paris should be the one to beat us. If we lose, I would respect that. Oh my gosh.
Here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Got him, let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's crazy, Penix. Good read. That might seal it.
Tight end Kelce.
This has been one of the better games we've seen in a while from Penix.
Where they sail. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
He's got 2. He's only got 1 timeout. He's got 1 timeout. Guys, GG's. We're about to be 2-0. Mess of a game. Horrible game. Brutal game. But a win. A win's a win at the end of the day. All I care about is winning. So you're not going to see me complain about this one. A win's a win.
He'll drop to throw.
Okay. GG's, man. GG's. Okay.
At the 12.
2-0, baby. 223 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hey, did our thing, got the win. That was a clean game from Penix. It's on to the Cowboys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, divisional rival. Well, I guess you could call this guy a rival, but last year, was he a rival because you got boxed every time? Kayvon, the story of this season so far is Kayvon and Lawrence, both of which are absolutely unbelievable at what they do. Kayvon is getting to the quarterback at a ridiculous rate. They're working together. Our sheds are amazing. The Texans O-line was totally in shambles. I'm not going to talk too much because I feel like we're still kind of getting into the rhythm of this season. But this is a big-time game here. In the rain, Penix is, hey, UW, fellas. It rains a lot in Seattle. I'm clicking that button for my Seattle quarterback. Let's freaking go.
Because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total.
Oh, good defense. Bro, where's that rhythm, Michael? Oh, my gosh. Do I just start throwing? Like, I feel like I'm too afraid. I said it. I'm afraid, okay? I honestly think I just don't take the risks. I don't get the crazy passing numbers anymore because, and I don't know how to fix that. I should have Brian Thomas. That's the most accurate quarterback I've ever seen. That's the most accurate quarterback I've ever seen. Ah, let's go, man. It's the most accurate quarterback I've ever seen. Brian Thomas, elevate. Elevate. Only obligation is to tell it straight. 7-zip.
They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Will you make a play? Oh my gosh. Holy moly, Will. What the heck is that?
Looking to pass.
That's a dot. Banks is having an off here.
Could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra.
Good job, Saquon. 4 for 6, 90 yards. I like that.
if this were, let's say, week 15, 16.
No, on a run though. Like, let's be. Oh my gosh, on a run. Oh, literally, I was literally counting the breakouts for him. I was about to start talking about how I think he's gonna get a breakout, and dude gets injured on a run play. That is absolutely devastating. You know what? Put the rookie over there. Dude has no swag, but holy, I love him. I gotta switch his sleeves. I don't like his sleeves, but I love him. When I got a little stupid with that. Just throw this to Jonnu. You should have Jonnu just in the flat. Good job, Jonnu. Okay. Knew he was gonna be playing the run. Hey, now we're cooking. Okay, Vaughn. Really, Dexter? Oh, that would be a... That would actually sting. I can't even lie. That one would sting a little bit. I would feel that. I'm using nothing right now. Yeah, I don't need to be. Dude, Will's having the worst season I've ever seen. Dislocated shoulder. Yeah, Dexter's out minimum 6 weeks. I would say probably, if not a little bit more. He's got a dislocated shoulder. That's our first major injury. And that's just unfortunate because, and we need a next man up. That's unfortunate because he was having such a good start to the year. Like, Xavier McKinney. No, those knockouts just don't. Something's got to give. Come on.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. He finds his man, Pollard. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he will. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Good read. I don't think I'll. I think I'm gonna let him. You could argue that I should take timeouts there to try and get the ball back, but no. The best option is 100% to just lurk him out the gym. Get out of bounds. Good job, Dane. Good job. I made him rush. I could have taken a timeout to be like, oh, I want the ball back. No, I didn't do that. That paid off.
Re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throw right side, take it in.
That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're well past. Tua gonna throw.
Cut in. Oh, I thought he was going to cut in. I'm waiting for that.
He's in the space past the 25. He's still on his feet.
Dude's wearing Emmitt Smith's number? What is that? Isn't that Emmitt Smith's number? What the heck is that?
They give up a touchdown.
2nd and 4.
This is where I want to see. Yep. I just want to see if a player is elite. Like that right there, that showed me he's elite.
The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop indeed not a good look.
Yep. Good job, Trav.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Good job, Travis.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh my.
Pressure and down he goes.
That's crazy interior pressure right there.
Nothing else here on third down. It'd be a
Okay,
53-yard attempt
let's
from
come
the
up with a
spot.
dot here. I honestly might go up to Fisher. If it's one-on-one on Trayvon, I'm just not overly afraid of Trayvon Diggs. I'm not overly afraid. I should be though, because he's got freaking KO abilities.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls.
Fisher, you would have literally gone way up in my books if you catch that ball. Oh my gosh. This dude's got the fastest freaking... Oh, I'm sick, dude. I'm sick.
50 instead, and that's exactly what they did.
I thought Dane had him. Oh, I thought Dane had him. Okay, I got 3 timeouts. I got one more chance, guys. I can't believe I missed that. The drop and then the field goal really, really. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That was really smart. That was really smart. Timeout. Bagged. Timeout. And he gets injured. No, I'm not cheering on the injury, but that keeps the timeout for me. Oh, that just helped out us a lot. Okay, money drive Penix. Money drive on me. Money drive on 3.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in.
Honestly, Brian Thomas Jr. is who I'm looking at the most right now. This kid. Bro! Get fired up! If you're not fired up, oh my gosh. Maybe the clutchest catch I've ever seen. I think I can throw this to Kelsey. If he doesn't use her Kelsey. I know I can. No. He caught it. That's the craziest thing. He just caught that ball. That's the craziest thing. He just literally caught that ball. Let's go spread. Let's go spread and see if we can throw a back shoulder fade to Thomas. You got 8 seconds to throw it. 8 seconds to throw it to change the world. No, it's okay. OT's fine. OT's fine. Literally, Kelsey was this close to catching that ball. OT I can live with. After a missed kick, dumpster fire. He won. Shoot. You can pretty much clock when you win an OT. Tag. That guy's having the greatest. He might break the sack record this year. He truthfully might break it. Oh my gosh. It should have been picked and it should have been caught. McKinney. The one time the knockout doesn't work. Here's Tua. He low-key helped me there. It's lame, but I think that's what he's going to do. Oh, no. Banks are open today. Banks are open. Great attempt. Great attempt. We had a dot to Kelsey. Good game from the Cowboys. That's a tough one to lose. Oh, dropped by Brian Thomas. I don't know if you can call this a drop. It technically... no, the play before was the one. Hey, good game. Statistically... 2 touchdowns, 245 again. Our receivers are doing their thing. McMillan is actually... And 2 sacks and 2 TFLs for Kayvon. Crazy year. Let's go see the damage of that injury, because I think that injury is going to be bad. Don't even want to see it. Don't even want to see it. Injury report. Is he not injured? Oh, thank gosh. Dexter's not hurt. Oh, thank gosh. Okay, we'll see you guys against the Ravens. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, QB1 check-in. This is the big week. Honestly, I just really want him to start getting hot route master and some of these abilities that I know will take us to the next. Some of the abilities that we're going to need down the stretch, especially like just given everything. I don't know. Penix is unreal. 4 touchdown passes or 5 touchdown passes this season, I think. No interceptions. We're playing much cleaner football. Like, that guy shocked me on that one catch. That was unreal. For being undersized with no swag, dude's a stud. Okay, I'm going to go scrambler and just cross my fingers. He goes up to 90 overall. So close. Oh, my gosh. +1 speed is huge. Okay, we're 1 away field general-wise. It's coming, man. Brian Thomas, what a game last week. He's a guy that is bronze development, but still... Wait a minute. He must have went up to when? When? Super Bowl week. I didn't even notice it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ravens week. To give a little stat check for all you guys right now going into Ravens week, Michael Penix, 5'12", 4 touchdowns. Receiving numbers, Brian Thomas, Emmett, Travis, and then Trey Fisher. But Brian Thomas is really, he took all these guys being picked personally. Okay, Ravens week, let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Let's go, Fish! Well done, Fisher. Be a mismatch out there. Help out your QB. Help out your QB. Those are crazy clutch plays right there. Dang.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
I'm taking too many hits with Penix right now.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
One
We know
day.
it's tough to throw on top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass. But the
Jalen Hyatt, like I said, we got a capable backup. I did not expect Jalen Hyatt to not be a starter this year anyways. So I think in a lot of ways, I'm not totally discouraged by the fact that he just broke his collarbone. Go, Saquon. Should be gone, Saquon. Good run, Barkley.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Good job, Penix.
Bit of scrambling there. 12 yards.
In the rain, man. Doing a really good job out here.
They're going to look to throw.
That's crazy. That's the worst read I've ever made. That's so unfortunate. He literally ran commit. He ran commit. Oh my gosh. Penix gets his first interception on a run commit. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my. On a run commit?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Nope. That's tough.
Jackson now down around his goal line.
That's crazy. Good read. Holy. He just burnt Kool-Aid McKinstry like he wasn't even there.
Got it with a third down coming up. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in. Down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's just going to be short here.
Oh, that's got to be a fumble or at least a yard. Inches.
They go play action now. Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Way too many easy
Jackson's
yards.
gonna go ahead and use the first
Oh, he's going to try and clock this out too. This will be a run.
step aside.
Don't even have to guess on this one. This is a run. 100%.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
The nice thing is I know he's going to try and take my timeouts.
Now they try the right side here. And he will have
He's going to be able to probably get the ball.
the three.
He's going to get the ball at half. Man, oh man. Oh my gosh.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now it's Jackson.
Hey, if you want to score 37 seconds, I'd rather that than you score with no time. He took a lot of clock there from us. He gets ball at half. He's in a better position than we are right now. He played that well with the Ravens.
Ravens go
How on earth I made that mistake, I have no idea. And my rookie receiver had a crazy game last week, broke his collarbone. That's how things are going for me. I man that up. I man that up with Isaiah Simmons.
That helps the completion percentage.
This drives everything, because if he starts getting some first downs, I can tell you one thing with absolute certainty: he's going to take the clock away from me. I man that up. Like, have an awareness point, Simmons. I literally manned you up to him. You shouldn't. Oh my gosh.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That, you should not be able to get away with that.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be blocked. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To about the
If we're not getting off the field, we're not going to win this game. Gosh, I don't even feel like we're playing horrible. We're struggling a little bit. Like, random mistakes by me. That Penix mistake was crucial for this one. Gave him all the momentum, all the time, everything.
Throwing is Jackson.
Thank you. Hey, even though that's not picked, good job. Even though that's not picked, good job. Okay, Penix, if you're not mad right now, dude is literally taking our entire game away from us. We gotta find a way to win this.
Could be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Come on, Penix. Even if we do score, it's a rush. It's gonna have to be a huge rush. Yeah, that's exactly that. They are who we thought they were. Good job, Kelsey. You could potentially onside after this because if I get 7, I can onside. Fisher.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And he's brought
First, was getting a good route, Hyatt. Good job. Okay, how do we play this? He's pretty much a first down away. Onside at least gives me a chance, an immediate chance to have like a 20% chance to like go win. 3 doesn't win it for him. I feel like you go onside here no matter what. This is a legitimate onside situation because if I get it, I get it. If not, we're not in a horrible spot. Like, he still needs a first down to win this game. Good job. Simmons make up for it.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
What do you do here? I feel like you go for this, but I think he can kick this with Tucker.
Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught. Another run on second down. Trying to cover us.
Like many others, ball's incomplete.
Nice job, Thomas. That's a laser. This is just confidence-wise. I could potentially now. I'm just gonna go for 7. I was gonna say I could take the onside and then go from there, but no, I don't think that's the move. This is a good game. We got to get some things back, man. This might not be a 1-seed year. It doesn't mean it has to be a bad year. We lose McMillan, but hey, we're playing some people who have made some good decisions. On that last play, I manned up all the outside guys. I did not expect him to throw a streak, and he threw a 43-yard streak to Mark Andrews. Absolutely torched us. Good game to my opponent. Okay, we got the Cardinals next week. We tend to beat the Cardinals. We have a good. His team just keeps getting better and better. Can't afford to lose many games. We lost a divisional game and that game back-to-back. Look in the mirror, Brett. This is not good. This is not good. We get a chance to play the Cardinals and the Cowboys back-to-back, which is nice, but I don't love this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I did not talk about the injury that occurred. We had an injury. 4 weeks with a broken collarbone. How long? Is anyone actually broken their collarbone? It means Jalen Hyatt has to step up, which... Totally fine. Can't lose, man. Can't lose any more than we've already lost. Didn't love that. This is a bit of a down trajectory just with a couple of the results of these games. Jalen Hyatt gets an upgrade, which is good. I'm going to get a +1 on his playmaker. Love to see it. The Cardinals got Marvin Harrison Jr., who is... totally glitchy. They got a lot of players that are really good on that team. That's what I said. It's not like a stock. This is not stock Cardinals. This is a rebuilt Cardinals with Chase Young, Trayvon Henderson, and a lot of good players. The fastest receiving core in the league. But hey, find a way. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Good job, 84. Get out of there, man. Second round pick. Get him to a superstar, Brett. Stop. Ugh. Be better.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
Good job, Barkley. Good job, Barkley.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, gosh, Penix. I would have much rather thrown that ball away, bud. I would have much rather thrown that away.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look. And the pressure will... They'll try and throw for it here.
Such a beam. Oh, I'm just different. Oh, my gosh. That's a crazy throw. Okay, use that as some momentum for the year. Yeah. Lob City, baby. Lob City. Penix, that's the Penix that I know. That is the Penix that I know.
You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And he'll protect. They're going to try and throw.
Sorry, bud. You're boxed.
And it's a first down carry for Barkley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able
Good
to
run.
inside the 5-yard line. Looking to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Okay.
Back to throw. Watts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in.
Literally, you see the pick? How quickly this game changed? Could have been 14-0 me. Instead, and then we drop a pick on 3rd and 10. Now it's a tie game. I gotta clean these things up. No more passing in the red zone. Honestly, I'm trying to get cute with it. I'm done.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. He's across to move hastily. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
There we go. Good read. Good read. Good read.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's my guy. That's Michael Penix. Timeout. Bo Nix, that probably gets a little bit overthrown. Michael Penix on the money.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
I saw, man.
Take it to another spot and trying to get it outside. The defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On the run, he'll let this go deep inside.
Oh, wow.
By evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He's out. It's at least 4th and 3. I blitzed to make sure that he didn't feel like he had time to... I didn't want him to go crazy downfield or anything and go.
Operating from the gun. Watts. Pass taken in. They'll look to throw again.
Worst read I've ever seen. How many times is he going to throw a pick? Like, seriously, we're playing good / decent defense. Oh, my gosh. How many picks are we going to get? Guard that guy. Guard that guy. Guard that guy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Will. Will, you needed that. Will, you're having the worst season. You're having a horrible year. Okay. Brett, don't do anything stupid. Literally, just don't. Throw a good throw. Make a good read. Don't do something dumb in the red zone. Don't take a horrible sack. Like, we can escape here with a win and beat the Cowboys next week and get this back on track. But this drive is so crucial.
Offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Now both sides searching for adjustments. Through the middle of the field.
That's funny.
There he goes.
I love that. I like, can we, again? More? That was cool. I like that.
Looking to throw. Watts.
Banks closed today, bud. Banks closed today.
It's Deontay Banks with it. Oh no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the
Thank gosh.
has it.
Oh my gosh. I thought we lost that. I was certain that we lost that. Go up to Brian here. Yeah. Dude's having a year. Dude's having a year. Stingley who? With all due respect, Stingley. Brian Thomas, you cannot press him this year. Like, this is an evolution that I have not seen since I drafted him. This is his year 3. He's the same class as Penix. That's kind of a duo. It's kind of a duo. I'm going to try and end the game right here and get some extra passing yards. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm angry, and I want wins, man. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to make friends. Never was. Not here to make friends, bud.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this guy shouldn't have beat me. Let's be real. Why don't we be real for a minute? This guy shouldn't have beat me. I just don't think he should have. Still dealing with some injuries. Penix, that was his best game. We had like 330 yards with Penix in that one. That was positive. Just in general, good to kind of get him with a big stat game. Again, this is much more similar to what we saw in the past. Thomas Jr., bro. Thomas Jr., kind of a beast. And then this, like, Kayvon has 6 and 5. Crazy stats. Almost a sack a week. I would love once to, like, break the sack record or kind of lead the league in something like that. Guys, this is personal. This is one that I really want back. Penix just got player of the week. Cowboys 5-0. Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Elevate. That's my only obligation. My only obligation is to you guys, and I gotta tell it straight. Elevate.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
It's all right. I had Hyatt wide open. If I have a second of time, even.
The expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Good job, Saquon.
But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep
I don't
them
think
out
that was
of
good
area.
defense.
It's
I
Kelsey.
don't think. Good job, Kelsey.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Question is, I'm liking Hyatt.
Great effort there.
I might trade that rookie after. I might, honestly, I'd rather have Hyatt on the field. I think I'm going to shop that rookie for a second. I would take a second for the first that I spent on him. Now that I think about it, but on the off chance of an injury, it's good to have backups too. That's the other thing. Ew.
Now, this is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he'll be Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field. And he's got a man. On 2nd down, Tua.
Thanks for close today, kid. Thanks for close.
Against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw.
Such a dot. Such a dot by Michael. Good job.
Field across the 45.
Dissecting defenses right now.
He'll look to throw.
That's a great read. That's a great read and a better throw.
And he is out of
That's a great read. Better. Well, great throw. Good read. No? I think I had it the first time. I love that read. He's just blitzing everybody right now.
to throw now on 1st down. Back to throw.
Oh!
Able to find the open
And it became personal with me.
touchdown.
That Jalen Hyatt, I'm trading.
Jalen Hyatt.
I'm trading or I'm sitting the rookie on the bench. Jalen Hyatt literally shouldn't have been benched. I don't know why he was benched.
Off with 6 points.
That's on me. That's on me.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you felt. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to get.
Do you have any timeouts? No. Go spin. Spin class.
Out of sync. and
Spin
it
class.
shows on the
Spin class. He's got no timeouts. Make him throw a jump ball or something. Go one-on-one all over the field. Banks, you are literally such a layup on that left side right now. My goodness.
Here's Tua.
That's literally insane. If you watch back what just happened, Kayvon is bullying people, like, to the point of I haven't seen a lot of... Look at him. He's bullying people on the line. He is having that year. Like, this is why we do long-term franchises. We get to witness the breakout year when, like, someone's been elite like him. You get to see, like, okay, this is when he really became insane. Same with Jalen freaking Hyatt. 2 touchdowns for him, by the way.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. And he's
Fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right. And that
#1 defense last year. Looking, I know you want to throw over the middle, buddy. I'm putting a vert hook there this time. It's not about how. Banks.
their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield.
I want the X Factor breakout from this one. I want the X Factor breakout from this one 100%. Can you block for me, guys? I honestly think this is one of my best chances. Just a comeback route to the guy who stepped up. The guy who has stepped up, Brian Thomas. Crazy pressure he's doing right now. Yeah, I'm taking 3 100%. 100%. Take 3, especially because he got that 2-point. I just can't miss this. I really don't like how fast that's moving.
Next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2. Now a give here to Pollard.
Good job. Oh. I wouldn't be shocked if he scores here. I'm struggling a little bit with his offense. Banks is torched again. Nobody. Literally nobody. Banks torched. Good job. By Gallup. Every game he's been torched by Gallup.
Not the last one they're going to see in this game. Not as long as they hold this lead.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup.
What's Gallup's speed? I gotta know. It's gotta be 99. I know it's like 91. He burns him every time. Without fail, every single time he's burning him. Oh gosh. Yeah, he had that wide open. Holy moly cake. Saquon, just end this for me, please. Saquon. Hyatt, please. Hyatt, please. And that's how you field an onside kick. Okay, he's got 3 timeouts. Let's just try and run the ball. Do our best. Great job, Penix. That was low-key kind of back shoulder. That's a beam. Okay, he's not using his timeouts. He does have 3, which means we're probably realistically 1 first down away from icing it. Saquon, can you get me 1 first? Look at this. This is for the win right here, fellas. Kelsey, you're just different, man. You're just different. GG's, bro. There we go. Good game, man. Finally, I get one. 4 touchdowns for Penix. Good game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was big time. Just helping everything out at the moment. 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1,300 yards with being injured. These stats are looking nice. Jags next week, hopefully a breakout or something triggers from that because I felt like we just played really, really, really good. That's how I intended on playing. Bro, let's go, man. Oh my gosh, have I waited for this. No freaking way, guys. This is what I waited for. 4 touchdowns with Michael Penix Jr. to increase his development to X Factor. I have to say this is necessary. This isn't This isn't a joke. This isn't a game. This is necessary. We need it. Playoff wise, everything wise, this league wise, we need it. We need to find a freaking way to get this breakout. At whatever cost it may be, find a way to get this breakout. We get an upgrade with McKinstry, which is awesome. Shout out to McKinstry. He's going to get a man-on-man. Going to go up to 93 overall. Good for him. +4 awareness, +1 zone coverage, and an X factor. Bo Nix is going to get an upgrade as well. Ezra Fisher is going to get an upgrade. Bo Nix, honestly, he's up to a 78 overall. He's still relatively young, too, is the nice thing about him. If I were to try and... So the thing is, I don't think I'd ever really trade him, but I would trade him to give him another shot. My virtual +1 speed for Trey Fisher. That's crazy. 93 speed. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I know for a fact I'm getting close to Penix. No matter what, Penix is getting close to being a 90 overall, meaning he's going to get Hot Route Master, protected, some better abilities. Guys, we're going up against the Jags. 4 touchdowns is what we need. As far as players ready to negotiate, let's talk about this a little bit, because this is the elephant in the room that I have not brought up. Like, we got to pay some dudes a lot of money. Let's start with a neutral with a little bit more for him. Kayvon is re-signed, but the money is about to go. Barkley, Xavier McKinney, 100%. He wants to be the highest paid safety in the league. Evan Neal, he can go. Simmons, like there's our whole O-line. John Michael Schmitz. Dude, McKinstry is... That's the problem with this, man. You get rich and then you lose it. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jags week. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Good throw, Penix. Good throw, Penix.
He finds his man complete.
That's much better. Honestly, this is the type of offense we need to run. We gotta up our efficiency level so much if we want to be successful, because we're just not efficient.
To throw.
That's a dot. Nice throw, Penix. 2 lasers to start the game.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
It's a flag. It's a flag on him. Dude. Robinson, you're so good. Decline, please. Oh my. Okay. That's Penix's. They both were drafted at the same time. That's his guy. You can just tell. That is his best friend. Oh my gosh. Way to make a play. Way to make a play for me. My goodness. That's craziness right there. That's absolute craziness. Okay, let's dance. Oh my gosh. I guessed right. I literally at the last second I was like, he's running this football. I'm like, I could just tell. I could just tell by the way things were looking. I'm like, he's 100% running this thing right now. Play hard flats. Watch out. Actually play something like this. Hard flat and then a vert hook. So in case.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And it's in. Careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Yep, another one. Dude. Brian Thomas. Well done, sir.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
That you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field.
Oh my gosh, did he run? I think he accidentally ran commit. Go! Jalen Hyatt, thank you! Oh my gosh, I went to the RPO formation. I don't know if that was a misclick or what it was, but thank you. Thank you. 14-7.
On first and 10, it's ETN.
And he's able to take it more. Offensive linemen and tight ends there.
Got him.
Blitz coming and down.
It's always Tavarius Hicks. It's always him. It's always him. Cave on. Have an MVP here, bud.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
It's on me. That's a poor user.
That's good. Now Lawrence.
Dude, I don't know.
Touchdown. Jackson.
I gotta switch that. I'm gonna put Will on that side. I just don't know what's going on.
31
Like,
yards.
he is
And the
burnt
Jaguars are an extra
every
point
single
away
time.
from tying this
Maybe he needs a different spot,
extra points.
different position, but he literally is getting burnt every play on that left side. I don't know what to do about it.
Past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Looking left side and he's got
Good job, Trey.
That's Fisher. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Don't fumble, don't fumble, don't fumble. Timeout.
Slides and covers up at the end.
Okay, I do want this, but I can't risk a pick. It's
Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to
I honestly don't. We got people who I know who can go up and get it, like Brian Thomas Jr., Fisher, all of these guys. I know, like Fisher especially. I would love to take a shot. Oh my gosh.
inches.
Go. Go, Fisher. Go, Fisher. That's 3. Okay, now I run the ball and I try and just QB sneak it. Oh my God. Good throw. I messed with them when I think when I went to the spread offense from Bunch. Okay.
The Giants have taken the lead here in the final.
Holy.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed. That's crazy pocket. I like that throw that he just made a lot.
Down to the edge.
I like that throw a lot.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll wind up. Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 9. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Forced out to his left.
Good defense. I put Simmons in a spy.
Pylon, but it's
I don't want to go 99 with Penix, though. I really, really, really don't.
That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL.
Curious what this is.
Quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought
I know you're not running at Dexter Lawrence, though.
They're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's a really good play.
on 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in.
No more picks, man. Michael Penix is good. Oh my gosh.
Second touchdown of the game.
So difficult. And Hyatt has literally been unstoppable. I think I gotta move that other guy. I'm gonna put him on the but injuries though.
Extra point.
But Hyatt's a starter. Hyatt has been unreal these last few weeks. I feel like he's got. I'm gonna go for the onside to win this. I'm just trying to win games right now. That's all I care about is money. The city that I'm from.
And this one, again, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Here's Lawrence. Got his
To just airmail it out of bounds.
This one goes out wide for
Good job.
Back to throw again. That is caught.
Good job, Travis.
And he slips
Okay, let's run the ball a little bit.
out. A first down carry for Barkley.
Just get us in range, Barkley. Oh my gosh, that's why this guy needs to be paid. Barkley, if we're gonna go on a run, Barkley's got to be a big part of it. 3 wins this game. I already have the breakout, so everything else is just gravy at this point. But obviously, I want to win. But my kicker, I've been bad at kicking in this franchise. I don't like my kicker at all.
They'll set up to throw.
Come on, Bo Nix. That's Dot. How many timeouts will he have? He'll have 1. Guys, I think that should be GG's. Oh my gosh, we get the breakout. We get the breakout, and I think we're going to get the dub, too. What a success story. I was fine with one or the other. I did not go into this expecting to win. I was ready to just completely sell out for the breakout. I didn't need to win this game. I really didn't. Because it was more important, but I'll take the win.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I do this, man. A bronze quarterback, second round. This is why I do the job. This is why I love the job. Michael Penix is now X Factor. So unbelievably cool. Just to see that, I don't know, man. I love this stuff. Injured last year, unreal rookie year, and now we are looking at an X Factor quarterback who I know is going to help us. He gets an upgrade. His field general is going to go up next week. So I'm not going to mess with his abilities too much. And we actually have a force win next week, so he's going to get some XP in that force win. Titans week 9, guys. Cannot say enough good things about how this season's going. I'm just pumped about it. 16 touchdowns to 3 picks. Passing game's going crazy. We'll see you guys against the Titans. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get upgrades with Michael Penix. We got a force win, like I said, against Seattle. This Titans guy, he annoys me so much. I always struggle in the red zone. We have 2 really tough games. There's a new Eagles user. The other Eagles user did end up leaving the league. Shout out to him. Beast, though. There's a new Eagles user, and that's going to change some things. He runs a very aggressive, lame defense that's just boring and frustrating to play against. And I quite frankly can't stand. But I usually beat him. I've beat him the last few times, so boom, we get 90 field general. Okay, this is when things get interesting. So we can now get Hot Route Master, Protected, Conductor, Anchored Extender. All of these abilities we now get. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Bazooka, everything. Michael Penix just got an absolute hug. A warm hug on a winter's day. Now, Sevyn Banks is going to lose his spot on the left. I already kind of mentioned that. That goes without saying. Tavarius Hicks is having an unreal year for us. But Sevyn Banks is now going to be moved to the slot, I think. I'm going to put Kool-Aid on the left. I also don't want to completely do that. I think Emmett McCollum is back from injury. But Jalen Hyatt's been playing out of his mind. I honestly am kind of considering trading this guy. I want to see what dev he is. If he was a superstar dev, I'd probably try and trade him. I would be shocked if he is. But I think with Trey Fisher and these guys, we have enough our receiving core is young and quite talented. So I want to make sure I build on that. Week 9, big time game against the Titans. Lock in like Stockton, baby. Let's go find a way to get this win.
Now back to throw.
Good job. McCollum's back, but I do think I want Jalen Hyatt to be there or Fisher.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Yep. Good job, Kelce. Fight, Kelce. This is where perennially against this particular opponent, I suck. It's always red zone that I get myself into trouble. So I'm trying to find a way to just... Yeah, I honestly just need to go on the ground. Dude, we just can't score in the red zone. I can't score I have to just try and score on long plays against this guy. It's every single time I get to the red zone, I'm stopped. I can't run, I can't pass. I need to try a completely new strategy.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Oh my gosh, let's go! You gotta score, Will. You gotta score, Will. Thank you. I can't score in the red zone against him, so thank you, Will Johnson. Well done.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Rodgers gonna throw. And there is a long completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Oh gosh, good run.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right
And in the defense's column.
Out of the gun now on third down.
I think that's a penalty on him too. Yeah, and we got a laser. I'm pretty sure that's illegal contact on him. Good throw, Penix.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Can we kick from here?
On the release as this will be incomplete.
57.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated.
I gotta do it. My kicking has been absolutely horrendous this year. That's the issue. My kicker's got crazy kick power, so I think even a decent kick with him, yeah, no, he's got so much kick power. Good job.
Too much about one score lead, two score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points.
And now the rookie's free. He's past the 30. He will score.
Okay.
2nd and 3.
That's the best throw of the day. Oh my. Did I just... That was a pocket presence laser. No, okay, that deserves something. Thing is, he doesn't need the craziest amount of kick power because he has so much kick power. Oh my gosh. That was one of the best throws I've made in a while to Fisher on verticals. Good stuff.
Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down.
How much time are we going to give him?
Get the 46. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
Got him. Ben. Ben, you have the worst hands. How many times? Literally, dude has dropped all of those picks. I'm very, very, very close to benching Benjamin. And I love him, but I'm very close to benching him completely. Like, no joke. That's horrible. That just bugs me. Like, those are infield flies. I think he accidentally tapped the button instead of pressed it, and we don't pick that. Are you kidding me?
He'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the
Flex on him. Oh my gosh, flex on him. That was a dot. Good throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath.
What do you do here?
And he's going to be brought
Oh,
down.
that's only a 3-point lead.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in.
No, my red zone's so bad against him, though. Okay. At some point in my life, I have to score in the red zone against this dude. It's got to be today. It's got to start today.
Here's Barkley.
Dude. Do I go for the win? I think, yeah, even it thinks I go for this.
They'll drop to throw.
Kelsey! Good job! Oh my gosh, that's not me. I wouldn't normally go for it in a situation like that. Oh, that's not me. That is crazy. I thought at the worst case, 100%. Like, ugh.
Now Rodgers. He's got his receiver. Back to throw. Rodgers.
Banks closed, bud.
This is intercepted.
Banks closed. GG's. Banks needed this. Banks needed this. Good game, man. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the new Eagles user. This is a this is gonna be a tough out. I would say this guy in some ways, if this guy played the old Eagles user, I think it would be close. But I think this guy's play style gives me more trouble than the other Eagles user. Yeah, that's kind of the best way that I could describe kind of how this dude plays. It's just a little bit more annoying. It's a lot of DB fire blitzing. It's the type of play style that I just don't like playing against. Mostly because it's not fun to play against. Like, it's just kind of tiring. Every single play you're blocking your entire team. And you know someone's going to come through anyways. Brian Thomas Jr., still no upgrade for him. Having a crazy year. Jalen Hyatt having a crazy year. I have that guy on the block, that other receiver. He is officially on the trading block. Now, I've considered making a big move. I have, cap-wise. I'm not going to, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered making some type of move. Potentially, yeah. I think I could get interest for him. He is undersized is the thing. Like, the true, like, issue with him as a player is he's undersized. But at the end of the day, I don't know. We got some things to think about. This is a big game against the Eagles. Let's lock in. Let's go.
They'll look to throw.
Kelsey.
Able to find
Dude, he's been such a big part of this.
up the middle with Barkley.
Good job, Barkley.
They'll set up a throw.
Bro, how did I miss Hyatt that bad?
Throws there in
How on earth did I missed that Hyatt read by no less than 5 seconds.
Throw on 3rd and short.
Hyatt was, I just kept thinking he was going to go away from it. That's
the tone. Can't-
honestly what happened.
They'll try and throw for it here. Going for the deep ball.
Dot.
And he's got it.
Who's Thomas Perkins?
Giants. A big play there.
Neal and Perkins. That's a dot though, for real. But okay, we'll keep Neal in there.
Pays off with 6 points.
That was a dot from Michael Penix. That was actually one of my favorite throws I've made. 7-zip. Who's hurt? I don't know. 7-zip.
Down. Burt sets up to throw it.
That's all right. Why am I not?
He'll be taken down.
I always am less worried wide side about those, but I still should be worried.
4 yards.
But
Nice play. So
for whatever reason, wide side, I'm never as concerned with corner routes. I know for next time though, 100%.
Hurts.
Oh my gosh, get back there, Brett.
They'll throw on first.
Oh my gosh. Dexter, good job, Dexter. That's called just literally taking over.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's gonna be. They're gonna try and throw.
Good dot, Penix.
Giants first.
Good throw, Penix. Okay, we got to run the ball, be smart here a little bit. Ooh, that was 50% sketchy, 50% lucky.
Here's a give to Barkley. And good.
Right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Dude. Oh, Kelsey is so open.
He'll drop to throw.
Dot. Oh, no, that's a tough 4th and 10 play. I liked the read and I didn't. His interior D-line pressure has been what's caused me most of my issues here.
Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat.
Like I'm struggling to get like a good amount of time because I feel like the block sheds are coming in relatively quick.
Line clock rolling. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that. 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the
Okay, I get the other corner routes, but that corner route I'm not as cool with. Oh my gosh, that's a horrible read.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this off.
Oh, Tavarius.
Have an Eagles first.
Just a little bit slow on that. The Eagles are going to be a problem.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. Flash this.
steam going.
Looking to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, good play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Nice catch.
This is taken in. It's good.
Okay, try and get it back. John Michaels. Everybody's hurt, man. I think I have a better chance in tight. I think he's
A big one
he's shown me here that he's at least decent against bunch, so I think I have to prioritize tight for the remaining games. Like I said, this is someone we could definitely be seeing in the playoffs. At least I wouldn't be shocked if we see him in the playoffs.
Now they'll audible to something else. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Good job, Fish.
Throw left side complete.
That's a KO over there too. That. Oh, what defense could I stop? If I can somehow get 7 defense, we just find a freaking way. We can get out of here with a win. It's not crazy to say that we could. Ah, dang, dude. 3 does nothing. I have to be honest with myself. 3 does literally nothing for me. So it's like, at this point, we just got to kind of take a shot to the end zone and cross our fingers. Or try and get 16 yards in some creative way. Just a bad game in general. I'm allowed one of these, but man, oh man, oh man.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Good try, Hyatt. GG's, dude. GG's. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, force win against the Commanders. I can say that one went pretty well. Like I said, we are in year 4. So frustration is building. You might not see 14 games every season. It might be 13 or 12, but like you're still going to see like a full season. This matters. This is the rematch against the Eagles, coming off of a performance that I would say in a word is, oh come on, get him his throw abilities, man. A performance that I would say in a word is garbage would be the word that I would use. I'm not really proud of the way that I played in that last game at all. I thought I just played really like scared and not how I didn't do the same things I had done all year. All done, I had made a lot of good decisions. And I just felt like in that game, I just played weird. So, +1 man on man. 87 overall, Will Johnson. Gotta love it. Kool-Aid McKinstry, he's developing into such a beast. I'm going to go, man. I got to put some, like, I think my abilities that I put on these guys are dumb. Like, that's something I actually think. I think inside shade D, I think, like, these guys need to just have KOs on them. Like, mid-zone KO, deep out zone KO. Like, I think that's a much better utilization of abilities than what I'm doing. Because I don't, like, I'm decent at this game because I'm decent at Madden, but I don't know this game like I know other games. I didn't play MUT this year, so I'm less, like, familiar with metas. I think that's hurting me a little bit because some of these guys just know. They know where to put everything. They know how to do everything, you know? So that's the thing. +1 spec catch. Oh, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Week 13, put up or shut up. Find a freaking way. I got to play so much better. This is going to potentially be for the division. So find a way to win. Let's go.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got a man.
I like that read by him.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he can't. Defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll run with Swift.
He got it that time. And Borders is hurt. I should have called a timeout. Honestly, when he went hurry up, I was in goal line. I didn't like that defense against what he was doing at all. I should have definitely called a timeout.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
How on earth is that getting so much pressure?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Good catch, Brian. Thank gosh, Brian Robinson. Thank gosh you're good at football. Sometimes I feel like we're not right now. Good catch, man.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Fisher. He'll drop to throw.
Nice throw, Penix. Nice throw, Penix. Oh my gosh, he missed him by 7 yards right there. Did he not? Oh my gosh, that was a brutal Look at this.
Hurts. He's got Smith here. He'll take to throw again on second down. Hurts. Toward the sideline. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they work this near the 5.
Oh, I got one timeout. He realistically can take the clock down. Give us almost no time to do anything, unfortunately.
On third and goal, they're going to run the option. And he is into the end.
Literally, we decleat him into the end zone. That's always fun. Okay, need 7. We've struggled to move against the Eagles. I can't even deny it. We have really, really struggled out here to move. This is not a good look kind of down the stretch, how things are going right now. Not at all.
He'll look to throw. That is caught.
I literally think I have to just get rid of the ball. Like 1,000, 1,000, that ball's got to be gone. I'm trying to figure out, just in case I see him in the playoffs, how to block this blitz that he's doing, because he is doing a certain style of blitz. It's definitely getting a good amount of pressure. Yeah, all I gotta do is figure out how to block it. Once you figure out how to block something like that, you're not gonna be getting that instant A-gap pressure. It's gonna open up your offense a little bit. But I didn't even realize there was an A-gap blitz right now in the game. So that is 100% news to me.
Back to throw again. And he's gonna go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now they're in the hurry up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Nice catch, Kelsey.
Looking to throw.
Ah.
Pass broken up. And the contact well timed there.
Struggling in the red zone. Struggling. This is a bad 2-game stretch. Confidence is low right now. Team morale is low at the moment. This isn't overly great.
Back to throw.
We got it.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh my god.
Too far in front.
Oh my gosh, Penix. Like, I'm not doing a lot right now, but I need a little bit of help. Oh, that's got to be made. That has to be a made throw. Hyatt drops it.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
There we go.
And that is caught. He's got it.
Who should have been, honestly, that's on my, but that's Penix. Penix missed a throw before, but hey, good drive there. I figured out how to pick up that glitchy blitz, which I feel like will pay dividends later. Because that definitely was a big part of my problem, just literally getting an A-gap blitz hitting us every single time is going to cause you to not be able to run your offense very effectively. But it is what it is, 58 seconds. There's still time to get a stop.
Come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This ball taken in here by Brooks. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he'll work it. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. Touchdown.
I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they get him down to the 42.
We're probably going to end this series. We're going to go 0-2 against them. But I don't feel like I'm less prepared going into playoffs. I do have some hope that we could figure something out against them.
And this one is going to be off the
League, but a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game film and came up with
got him there. It's caught.
Boom! Let's go, Brian. Freaking Reed Blankenship isn't even a DB over there. Good job.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
That's a good read. That was actually a pretty calculated decision by him. That was a pretty decent decision by him. Shoot! Okay, I don't know. Divisionally, we're gonna have to win more games if we're gonna win this division. He beat me both times fair and square. Power to him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, luckily we played the 0-12 Rams the next. Guys, we're a bit of a dumpster fire right now. I have to oh my gosh, I gotta say, this is not it. Like, I got issues right now. I got major issues offensively. Oh my gosh, did I get an injury in the sim? Oh no, they simmed with injuries on. No way. Oh. I lose Saquon for 2 weeks. Oh gosh. Okay. Where do we go from here? Michael Penix, I think. Okay. We gotta get positive because things have gotten really negative. We gotta get positive. Michael Penix, I think, is about to get all of his throwing abilities. This is a positive. After a couple rough games against the Eagles, this is the type of thing that we need to kind of get back on track. We now get set feet lead. We can get gunslinger. We can get pass lead elite. We can get fearless, protected. And we can get, how do I put this better? Ooh, there's a better way to do this. Fearless, and then you can put Hot Route Master here. Essentially, Michael Penix Jr. just became the best quarterback in the league. That is a positive. But, hey, playoff, and this entire situation could become a dumpster fire here. Because I don't even think playoffs are guaranteed. If I start losing games at 9-4, this Colts guy has a 95 overall offense. I actually think he's pretty good. So, oh gosh, cross your finger. And then we got the Saints in 2 weeks. This could get ugly. This could get really ugly. Good job. Good job, Smith. Okay, this is all about getting back in the win column. Man, oh man, do I need to get back in the win column. Holy moly. This season took a major turn for the worse. Even our defense, man, like, every aspect of our game has taken a major turn this season. I'm not overly pumped with the results that we're getting right now. I will say that I am not overly excited with how this is all going.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
Always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping to run up.
It's that same, this is the RPO guy. Everybody knows an RPO guy. This is the RPO guy in my franchise. Oh my gosh. It's brutal to play against.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Touchdown.
We just can't stop anybody right now. Honestly, this has been a rough year for it. I can't stop anybody. It's tough. Okay, so for the first time, we get to see Michael Penix. And like I said, it's not in a positive way right now because obviously things have, but we get to see Michael Penix's throwing abilities on display for the very first time. Come on, Thomas Jr. But up until this point, he has not had any like throw power boost. This is why you play Madden. This is the best ability in the game. All the throw power stuff makes such a big time difference. So,
and 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh my gosh.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Good catch, Hyatt.
And taking it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Yep. Jalen Hyatt lays. Good throw, Mike. Okay, how on earth am I going to change our fortune here? I went back to an old playbook that I feel like is going to help me. Let's go. Go, Bucky Irvine. Good job, Bucky Irving. There it is. That's the rookie. Oh, that is just a... When's the last time that happened? Like, when is the last time I got a freaking touchdown, man? Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Seems like ages since I had any type of success. 7-6. Good stuff. I'm happy with that drive, but man, oh man, I needed that.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Buying time to his left.
He's short.
That into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for
Much better decision for him than taking a hit stick there, though. That was definitely the right call.
as he'll talk it over.
I'm going to run commit.
Be an important third down.
He's so freaking predictable. Yes. Boo! Nope, I'm not celebrating that. That's going to sting a little bit. I don't get Saquon, you don't get your running back.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up these.
He's got no timeouts. That's the only thing saving. But he's still going to run this. That doesn't mean he's not going to run this. He runs every play. Okay, hold. He'll most likely end with 3. We're struggling. No chance. Okay, he gets 3. I think we get ball at half, so we're going to have a chance after half to do something, but... okay.
And this one is right down
when they put the ball back in the air.
Puts it on the carpet, and the Colts pick it up. And they have the football.
Bruh! Oh my gosh. I'm sick, and he's hurt.
Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. Balls, the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of it. Going towards the force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have possession.
We're really a mess. Oh.
Here we go on 4th down.
He's short.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down to the 38-yard line.
Like, it's those situations that just, like, oh my gosh. How on earth? Oh, wow. Okay, we are in trouble.
You just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having
From the gun, they'll try.
Yeah, he's clearly fine with 3 too. Okay, Michael Penix, we got to move quick. We don't, like... Cannot believe he got a first on that 4th. That 4th was our best chance. We're still only down 2 touchdowns, which is a lot, but scoring a stop. There's hope, but
100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass first league,
that's a dot. Good throw.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Hyatt has got it. The tight end Kelsey. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Yo, Hyatt is taking over. Hyatt's playing really good right now. Okay, couple lasers. Good for the confidence. Get a stop. Problem is, I honestly think I just missed this kick. No, I didn't. He, with 3, no, did he go for 2 twice? So plus 5. 3 were actually still in this game. I'm considering onsiding this, but no, I shouldn't even be thinking about onsiding. Kick the ball, play defense, try and get off the field. We have good DBs. Just do what we can to get off this field. Oh, no! Oh my gosh!
Richardson working from the gun. That'll be caught.
Like, that's just me, man. That's just me today. Play good defense, get to a 3rd and long, leave the running back wide open.
that's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that look. Tick, tick.
Past the 20. He's got the
GG's, man. Oh, I don't know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even gonna lie to you. We're cooked. I don't like. I did it to myself. Saquon's back from injury this week, but I have to just call this how it is. Like, We went from 1 seed back-to-back years to we might not even make the playoffs right now. So, sorry, I'm finishing this bite. Just to kind of fill you guys in if you're wondering what I'm talking about, is essentially at this given moment we are not in the playoffs. The Cowboys is in the playoffs ahead of us. We have the tiebreaker against the Cowboys, and I have to play the Saints user, the guy who's won back-to-back Super Bowls right now. I don't like missing playoffs, obviously. I don't remember the last time it really happened. It's not necessarily the most common thing that happens. It does happen. But, oof. I don't know, man. I'm a little shook right now. I have a different game plan against him, obviously, that I've had in the past. But our fate is coming down to essentially these games. I have 2 games left against 2 guys in the playoffs, and if I win both, I'm in the playoffs 100%. If I lose one, I'm probably out of the playoffs. I just got to be honest with myself. I did it. I lost a bunch of games on the second half of the season that you can't do. You're not always going to make the playoffs. I haven't played well. I haven't played good enough to make the playoffs. So I got to lock in. I got a protein shake. I got to try and just figure this stuff out because this is not good. This is not what I like to see. It's not positive. It's nothing. It's really, really, really disappointing. I got to go play the Saints. Looking at our year stats, they're so interesting because you'd think Penix was having a good year. This is my biggest issue. I have 183 with Barker, but not a great my biggest issue is that Barkley averages 6 a pop and I don't run it to him enough. That's my biggest issue. A 600-yard season for Saquon is not a success. Kayvon had a crazy year. Interception-wise, Banks. This is another problem right here. Will Johnson and McKinstry, both not good years. It's not hard if you really look to see why I'm struggling. It's not hard to see, this is why Brett's losing. This is why Brett's fighting for his life against the best user in the league right now in the playoffs. I felt like he got lucky against me in the playoffs. Maybe this is something good. Maybe I need this. Maybe I need to get fired up. Maybe I need to get mad. Something to help us do better and to solve this. We got 2 weeks left before the playoffs. If I lose both these games, it's cooked. We're shaking hands. Good game on the season. So week 17, let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Oh, gosh.
As a head coach, you show your team some trust instead of just
Thanks. I'm telling you, honestly, I feel as though I can stop him. I've never seen him run this offense. Well, no, actually. This is early last year Dylan offense. Watch the weak flood concept over the middle. Good hit. He's short. Lock in, Brett. Old school Brett mentality. Just blitz everybody here. Just blitz everybody. I don't think he expected that. Come on, McKinstry. Why does my McKinstry not freaking get knockouts? All those knockout abilities, nothing. Holy moly. My gosh.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it.
Come on, please, Barkley. Go, Barkley. Go, Barkley, please. Yeah. You got to score, though. You got to score. If we catch him in a quick snap, blitzing the whole team thing, we just got to score. This is the only play that I've had some success on this lately. Just throwing this to Jalen Hyatt. That's McCollum. Nice throw, Penix. Literally just quick snap. Quick snap and just running combos that I know that I like. And not being afraid to throw to Saquon. I feel like these are pillars of my game that have completely fallen. I just don't do these same things that I've done in the past. It's called a slump. good route, Hyatt. Good route, Hyatt. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's okay. We still got to Hyatt's hurt now. Everybody's hurt, man. Everybody's freaking hurt. I almost have to try and play the clock game. His offense looked good on that first drive, but you have to think that's got to be something going on in my head. Literally just throw it right there. Don't even overthink it. Like why am I not doing that? He's the best player on the team. Frick, Brett. Just throw him the ball. He's your best player. By far, he's your best player. Oh my gosh. Like, literally, throw him the ball. And then juke. You can't score in the red zone. You can't run in the red zone. Throw to Saquon. Juke until the sun doesn't shine. And then juke again. 7-0. I'm angry now. I can't believe I'm out of the playoffs. As of right now, I am officially freaking out of the playoffs. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. It's a must. This is the biggest must-win game of my life. Play a lot of vert hooks.
They'll drop to throw. He'll look to throw.
Best defense of the day. Timeout.
Looking to throw. Letting one
Nope.
deep for the end zone.
Oh, thank gosh. Okay, put the hat on. We got to get our swag back, dude. I need a hat and a toque on. We got to get our swag back here badly. Okay, we got 17 seconds to tie this thing up. The quick passing game is working. Just getting rid of the ball, not letting him just drop back into his, into how he wants to play, I feel like is kind of a crucial aspect of this whole thing. Not letting him just do whatever he wants.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
McCollum. That's crazy. That's my first round pick that I don't play. Nice to meet you. First round pick that I just don't play for whatever reason. Nice to meet you, bro. Take a quick out here if he blitzes. Yeah, take a quick out here if he blitzes. Yeah. Give yourself one shot. Whether it be a good shot, a bad shot. I don't know. I got to give myself one freaking throw to the end zone, at least, because I don't. 3 is helpful though. If it's anyone other than Kelsey, I'm not doing this, but because it's Kelsey, I might try and go up top and just try and get an insanely lucky animation. He's kind of allowing that. Yeah, he's smart. I'm taking 3. I'm sorry. You've seen my red zone. Problem is the way he played his zone, I had to throw that in front of that DB, and it's like with the time left, didn't matter. Okay, as far as a first half, I'm calm right now. I'm not stressed out. I'm not doing anything. I feel calm. I feel like I can win this game. Just don't. All year, what I've done is just get too amped up. I've lost games. I've played totally rushed. And we've seen what that does. We've seen the byproduct of that. That has been obvious. Like, it's blatantly obvious how bad things can go when you play like that. So, just simplify and find a way to get a win here. Yep, there it is. Let's throw. Just go! Go, Barkley! Barkley's not about to be a part of a losing effort. Just throw it to him. If we make the playoffs, it's all going to be Barkley. It's going to be Barkley versus the world. Don't let him get into his red zone. Good try, Kelsey. All I'm going to do is literally just throw it to Barkley. Get this out to Hyatt. Hyatt's got yards if you can get it to him. And he's hurt again. Oh, my God.
Not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
Give me those! Go, Simmons! Literally, when I just when I don't even have any confidence in myself. I'm wearing my hat. Where even is my hat? Caught him throwing a freaking slant with my linebacker user. My first lurk in 7 months. Holy doly. Okay.
Second and 9 now.
Shoot. How did he get McKinney on him?
Down the sideline he goes.
It's just like I can't get 2 stops in a row. I just can't get 2 stops in a row. I'm going to kill clock trying to end it. I don't even care. This might have to be the last drive, boys.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh my. That was an absolute stress. Yeah.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
It's all right. Andrew Thomas, left tackle's hurt.
Let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Barkley, and the ball pops free. One of the linebackers has got it. Right up. This is second and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. He'll look to throw. He's got. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a stop will come.
We're going to have a money drive and a go for 2.
He's got it. It's caught. In the end zone. Touchdown.
Okay, money drive on me, fellas, for the season.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this one.
Kelsey's catching everything for me right now. I'm just going to aim for Barkley here.
Back to throw. This is caught inside the 15.
Don't score. Don't score. Don't score. Don't score. If you score, you give him 52 seconds. You can't score in that spot. I have to... Honestly, trust me. He's getting in field goal range with 52 seconds. Don't kid myself. I'm going to take the clock down. Let's go.
Just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make
That's not good.
defense say, okay, we'll come after you instead.
Oh, my gosh.
As expected, they're going for it.
Yeah, that was there again. It's there again. Timeout. Timeout. Timeout! He's just running man. He's just running man. Oh, my gosh. What the heck do I do here? Oh, my gosh. I'm looking Kelsey to Barkley here. Go, go! Let's go! Freaking I never do that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. No, I can't make this decision. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I literally can't do this. I gotta take a timeout and think about this. I'm taking a timeout. I'm letting this run. Do I? Okay.
Go ahead and get it done.
It's literally 1 play for the season. 1 play for the entire year. Oh my gosh.
Is your ball game right here.
Every time in the red zone, he sends 3. Saquon, you got us here, bro. Take us home, Saquon. Come on! Boom! Let's go, man! Such an uncharacteristic call from me. Such a uncharacteristic. I finally just ran it to Saquon. This play, I'm looking Kelsey. He's undercutting the Kelsey route. You can see he's undercutting that, but I'm like, hey, I got Saquon Barkley right there. Saquon, beautiful catch. This is my favorite play. Man on man. I know it's man on man. He's getting crazy sheds. I just go to the man on man beater. I use my brain rather than trying to get a touchdown on that play. I use my brain. I don't know if we can make the playoffs, but that freaking helped. Oh my gosh, that was a confidence boost. I literally put the entire season in the hands of Saquon in an RPO run. And I just knew he was going to send 3. As soon as I knew he was going to send 3, I'm like, he's sending 3. There's no reason that my RPO shouldn't be open. I should be able to get. I never run RPOs in that spot. I never go for 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if I honestly think there's a chance that I'm still not in the playoffs. I honestly don't. We might not make the playoffs. But that was a big confidence boost. We're going to see more in week 18 as we sim here, but Oh my gosh, what a confidence boost. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, situation is this at this point. San Francisco is in the playoffs. I think there's a chance I make the playoffs. But I have no sweet clue. I have absolutely no sweet clue. I just have to play and kind of see what happens. At this point, as of right now, I'm not in. These guys are both tied. They have the exact same record, 11-4 and 11-4. So I think if I won, I think the 49ers would drop to the 7th seed and I'd have the tiebreaker over him. That's really the only chance that I see right now. That's the only real hope at the moment is that. So we can cross our fingers for that. The problem is there's a lot of good records right now. So it's like we've played pretty decent. But at the end of the day, if we don't make the playoffs, it sucks. That game was sick. That's a confidence boost. That's a generational confidence boost. But like I said, if we're not in the dance, it is what it is. I'm gonna use my upgrades. We just gotta lock in. I'm angry. I'm playing a little bit angry today. Find a way to beat them. 8-20 at home. Let's go.
They're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Purdy now.
Great, Dane.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So they've got the football.
Literally, I feel like I'm about to play my best football, but it might just be a day late and $1 short. It's wild that there's a world where 12-5 isn't enough. It's wild, wild, wild that there could be a world that I think I could jump this guy, but oh gosh.
2nd and 2.
Good job, Barkley.
Remember the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown. So now, he tried to
Dude, McKinstry makes a play. Good job, McKinstry. Oh my gosh, the whole squad.
still in the first quarter, but what a great start.
What,
They've controlled the air.
he hasn't jumped a route like that all year.
Passing touchdown.
Literally just,
They intercepted
that's crazy. Good job, McKinstry. That's like his 3rd pick. I'm terrified. Oh my gosh.
Down on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got Ayuk once
Good hit.
again.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching.
And now the
Shoot. Oh, red zone, dead zone, baby. Hey, we've played good to start this game.
chain gang hustling to catch up.
Make him earn this. Don't let him just run this in. It's got to be a pass. Oh, that's actually... Did not realize there's an RPO to that. Good play. Okay. Penix, lock in, man. Lock in.
A touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very
Good job, McCollum.
giving up 6 the last time
Good
out.
throw.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have
That's man on
specific
man.
outcomes in
That's
mind.
man on man. I got to be able to throw those.
Who can execute better?
Oh, he's close. Good try, McCollum.
Having to gut out a 1-point victory, so they definitely have some room for improvement here. But that's
Okay, McCollum was underutilized.
They'll look to throw again.
That's a dot, too. Good throw, Penix. My gosh, good throw.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
I hate that we're playing good right now. I hate it and I love it. I hate that I'm playing good right now because I just know, I know the inevitable is that I might not be in the playoffs with a 12-5 record. Just because I lost that
Extra point up and
game to the Cowboys earlier in the year.
now 21
Oh, and our division's stacked. I just know it. That's why I can't get too pumped up here because I'm playing some of my better football. Like, I feel pretty decent right now. Like, especially like after the Dillon game, but no, this is bad.
Purdy looking to throw. And is it? On 4th down, here's Purdy.
Good job. Dude, that's crazy.
He's brought down.
Chief Borders, who I have not even edited, gets the sack to give us the ball back. Oh my gosh. I wish we weren't going to win this game because it's just going to hurt that much more if we don't make the playoffs. To go 12-5 and miss.
They'll
is absolutely heartbreaking. Like, you should not miss the playoffs at 12-5.
And that's exactly what you want on a
And I feel like we're just starting to play our best football.
Second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is...
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be hit as
I'm
he
going to take 3.
releases it. And
Play this smart. Don't do anything stupid. Play this smart. Guarantee the win.
try the field goal. From the right hash here should be an easy one. And this one didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to
Banks is hurt now. Kayvon and Banks.
Sometimes that note says,
Kayvon and Banks both hurt. I think Kayvon was an abdominal tear. He's out for the playoffs 100%. Banks is probably out for the playoffs.
Yards to go, second down.
We are an absolute dumpster fire. That's
That ball. Purdy will look to throw again here.
oh my gosh. What in the book was that?
Half it's intercepted.
Good defense, guys. Good defense.
Not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, he's gonna look
Nice
down.
catch, Barkley. Laser. Good throw.
Back to throw again.
Shout out Michael Penix, dude. Even if this doesn't end in the playoffs, shout out Michael Penix. Well done, sir.
And the Giants
Oh, box in week 18. Absolute box. My peer just conceded. Okay, I guess he's dipping. We did get ball at half. He quits. Guys, I don't know how the cookie's about to crumble. I'll see you guys once we find out if I'm in the playoffs. But I think if I seem sad right now, I think it's because at 12-5, we're not going to be in the playoffs because just the most unlucky situation of all time. But there's a chance, but I'll see you guys. Gives a good chance, I guess, to look at this injury. Like, I didn't play bad this year. Kayvon would have been out for playoffs, even if we do make playoffs. I didn't play bad this year. I made some dumb mistakes. I didn't even think my quarterback stats were horrible. 35 touchdowns to 8 picks. I didn't think it was a bad year. 1,000 yards for Thomas. All these guys had pretty good years. Hyatt had a good year. Defensively, we had a lot of off years. In the secondary, we weren't getting near as much. Our pressure was crazy. Tavarius Hicks had a good year. But like I said, we'll talk about this once we find out if we're in. I honestly think we're going to be out of the playoffs at 12-5. Ladies and gentlemen, as I thought, we are in Cancun. Sickening. Sickening, sickening, sickening. I got no words, man. I got no words. It's the way the cookie crumbled. The Bears division was horrible, so the Bears got it even with a garbage record. The Cowboys beat us, won their last game. We finished 12-5 and we missed the playoffs. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. Don't even know what else to tell you. We didn't have the tiebreaker because of the Saints situation. Oh, we're going to go to the offseason in this video. I'm not ending the video on this. We got lots of decisions to make, lots of stuff that we got to figure out. Lots of moves that need to be made. Lots of just like anger that needs to be taken out. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I know I want to sign you. Yeah, I know I want to sign McKinney. Saquon, I know I want to bring back. Trey Hawkins is a beast. I want to bring him back. I don't know what to do. I'm mad. I'm mad at myself because I feel like I should have. Jalen Hyatt, I want to bring him back, but I don't think he wants 5. I have a rookie who's just as good. McKinstry, I'm going to have to make the decision on the option in the offseason, which is going to be a really big decision to make. Saquon at 29 wants $18 million a year as a running back. That's something that we could discuss is potentially getting rid of him. I don't want to get rid of him. There's no point in getting rid of him. I'm just mad because I just beat the Saints. I feel like I played decent football this year. I got an X Factor breakout, and at the end of the day, we missed playoffs. 35 touchdowns to 8 picks. Just couldn't get off the field, couldn't win in crucial situations. But like I said, I'm going to show you guys the offseason in this video. We're going to just we're just going to keep this going. It's not, I don't care. You're going to have to kill a like button for another season because redemption is needed right now. Redemption is 100% needed. But That's tough, guys. We'll see you in the offseason. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, same video, new day. Oh my gosh. The Saints won the Super Bowl. 21-14. Guys, I'm mad about this year. I'm frustrated about this year. I don't know what to do. I feel very... I don't even know. I had to accept the option for Kool-Aid McKinstry. I don't know what to do with Saquon. If I'm being honest, I don't know what to do with Saquon. 12-5, man. 12-5, and we missed the dance. Literally just unlucky with how records worked out. And now this offseason, I don't know what to do. I really don't. Saquon's 30 years old. Is he regressing? That's the thing. I think he is regressing now that I look at it. Yeah, wow. He just lost +2 speed. Oh. Neal, I'm fine getting rid of. Simmons, Ezra Cleveland, John Michael Schmitz. He's actually like 2x10 for John Michael Schmitz. Hyatt, I want to... Bro! Oh, we're about to freaking rebuild this entire thing. Ben St. Just couldn't catch a cold. I don't know what to do about Barkley. He's worth either trading or re-signing. I don't think there is... I would do like a sign and trade. Like I sign him and then I potentially move him. I think he's worth keeping 100%. If I win this, I want it Barkley there. I'm going to offer him 1 year. What's a tag worth? 1 year, $14 million. I'm going to tag him. Okay, I just franchise tag Saquon. Oh my gosh. Okay, did not see that coming at all. Evan Neal. Evan Neal wants $17 million a year. Yeah. No, absolutely not. Hyatt, I would consider bringing back, but I don't really need him, if I'm being honest. I do like Jalen Hyatt, but the production hasn't really... It's kind of... This is a tricky... Some people are just going to have to go. You know, we got to worry about free agency. I'm annoyed. I clearly... Like I said, I didn't feel like I had a horrible year. And I think that's what bugs me. I didn't feel like the year was horrible, but... We're going to go to free agency. I signed Barkley. Let's go see what happened in free agency. Okay, I should also mention this. As far as things that happened here, Brian Thomas didn't get a dev upgrade. Trey Fisher is star dev. Both those guys are star dev. Travis Kelce, the biggest shock is at least not yet. He hasn't lost any abilities. I could still get Route Apprentice and Matchup Nightmare. That's making the 2-year deal feel a lot more useful. And... It's interesting. I didn't really expect that, but it is with free agency. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm considering potentially trying to move Saquon. There's a lot of things going on in my head right now that I'm confused about. I don't know what the identity of this team is. I really, really, really don't. But we'll see you in free agency. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, free agency's getting crazy. Literally everyone's broke. Year 5 of these franchises. If you guys wonder why sometimes these don't go 10 years, is because some owners are horrible. Okay, they do not understand how to save money. Bro, look at this. Shockingly, the guy that I'm most intrigued with is Lane Johnson. Justin Fields is going back to the Bears. The Bears said that he missed free agency, so Justin Fields is going to go back to him. The player that I am most interested, a generational player, would be bringing in Myles Garrett. I think that would be insane, but I don't know if that's really the move that I want to make. To me, we need a... Who's the best receiver? Tyreek is there. Devontae's there at 34. Tank Dell. Randomly Rashee Rice. Tyreek, to me, a 33-year-old Tyreek Hill, is everything this team needs. And more. Like, literally to take us over the, like... slump that we are in, I might try and make Tyreek the richest man in the history. Honestly, I went after a receiver last year. I didn't get it. I have all rookies, all bronze devs, no firepower. At this point, guys, this is how I'm feeling. I'm just angry I'm angry that I lost. So you're going to see me make some irrational decisions. 2 years. I can be fine with this. I don't see anybody, even as the time goes, I don't see anybody beating that offer. I really, really, really don't, because $50 million over 2 years, I'm essentially going all in on Tyreek. So we're gonna have competition. He's 33 years old. I am literally saying I will offer you everything. I missed out on Terry McLaurin. This free agency, I'm one of the only people with a lot of money left because I've made good decisions. I haven't signed stupid free agents. I need a Tyreek Hill. I need a mentor. I need someone who can come in and just like help these other guys, be an X factor. I'm reuniting Tyreek and Kelsey. These are decisions that I'm able to make because we have a lot of money. It's potentially the biggest free agent signing in NFL history. I'm going for it. I want Tyreek Hill. We got a while until they sim, but hopefully that $50 million offer stands. I think there's a chance it does. Let's cross our fingers. Hope that we get him. Boom, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. We got him. Okay. I went all in. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of losing. I got the weapons. This is what we need. A 33-year-old from West Alabama. I knew no one was going to be able to match that. I literally paid him quarterback money. I paid him $48 million this year and $51 million next year to make him the highest paid receiver of all time in free agency. And the newest member of the New York. We're going all in this year. Literally, this is our all-in year. I don't care. I'm not here to make friends. I don't care about anything. We've been smart with money. Our players have gotten better. Tyreek, his speed is down. He's still Tyreek Hill. I can still put all the cool abilities on him. Matchup nightmare, jukebox, everything to make him as good as possible. He's going to be fun. He's a weapon that we can add to this team. I think a lot of times and I have no more money to spend. I won't spend another dime in free agency. Now we're broke. But oftentimes in this, I love these guys, but we don't have any superstars. We don't have anyone who's game breaking. I'm thinking Tyreek, Thomas, and Fisher. Boom. 1, 2, 3. That is weapons for Michael Penix Jr. That is something to help us to get over this offensive drought that we have had. We're bringing back Saquon. I could have tanked. And if this season doesn't work, we're going to have to go back into the tank. So if for whatever reason after this offseason we're still a mess, we're going to have not a lot of money. We're going to have to go into a full rebuild. I'm going to have to cut people. It's going to be a disaster. But as of right now, I can say this team is looking scary. I'm not signing anyone else in free agency. The draft, I'm going to be looking for obviously weapons in the draft. Try and potentially trade up. Try and do some interesting things. I don't really know at this point what the exact plan is going to be. But hey, I don't know, man. I believe in this team. Spent a lot of money on our offensive line. We spent a lot of money on our defensive line. We got great DBs on this squad. There's no excuses. There's no excuses now. Officially no excuses. I could have tanked. I could have totally, but no, I'm going all in. If you missed the playoffs at 12-5, I'm going all in. Okay, we'll see you guys in when we do end up getting to the draft. Hopefully we do well here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 2 picks. I actually forgot. We have a relatively decent pick in this year's draft. There's 2 quarterbacks still that, bro. This guy isn't. I'm not taking a quarterback, obviously, but there are some really interesting quarterbacks here that are like, not that I would use as trade bait, but no. Why am I even? I'm not. No, not doing it. QB class looks a little bit crazy. I thought about potentially looking here and using this pick on a running back and then trading Saquon for something. But I feel like Saquon, you know what? I feel like Saquon's such a big part of this thing, and he has been such a big part of this thing, that I don't really feel right about this. Eric Vernon, 4.6 speed, one of the better players in the entire class. We have Zeke Hampton, 6'3", 4.7'8". Lineman wise, because like you got to think what's going to help us the most. Line's horrible. Like I'm so sick of that. Like I'm trying to get better at that position, but like bro, it's just an endless circle of sadness because it's so hard to get superstar linemen because those are what really I thought we blocked up well last season though. That's one thing I will say. I did feel like we blocked up really well. James Cook, a safety, 6'1", ran a 4.48. That's pretty good. Ben Coleman, another safety. A-man coverage, he ran a 4.43. Both those safeties are really intriguing to me. I don't normally go safety, but safety definitely is a position that you could argue is a need. Demetrius Wheeler, 5'10".
It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick.
I don't need a receiver. I don't need a receiver. I don't want anyone else to have him. I don't need a receiver, but I don't want anyone else to have him. Oh my gosh. I think I found the generational player in this draft. Julius Callaway looks like a stud. Potential future really good tight end. If I were to run a 2 tight end set, which I've considered switching to a 2 tight end set, I feel like someone like Julius Callaway could be a big help. I'm thinking Eric Vernon out of Miami, but our defense did pretty good last year. Oh, I'm going to take this guy and trade him. Horrible catching. Boom! Let's go. I'm taking him. I'm trading him. Don't care. I don't need him. I'm going to get on the phone. I'm going to see. I had to take the player that I felt like, obviously, a lot of issues with this guy. Bronze Dev, fastest guy in the game. That's unreal. Demetrius Wheeler ran a 4.24. Maybe I don't trade him. Maybe I run a spread offense, put Wheeler on the outside, and let Penix cook. Honestly, I'm starting to think, we're going all in. Let Penix cook, dude. I'm sick of it. There was a lot of good receivers in this draft class. There's another guy who drafted a 9.9 speed receiver. He put it in the chat. So he was the best player at this given spot. I felt like I kind of had to take him. 5'10", like I said, let's run a spread offense. Let's get Penix the ball. Let's start playing with confidence. Let's make sure that people can't press us. We get Demetrius Wheeler. Love to see it. Gonna be a help. I initially thought about trading him. Maybe I need to trade somebody else. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it is what it is. Great pickup. I got no excuses, man. I got no excuses. We got to win something. My gut's telling me in this round, go tight end. Someone to be the long-term replacement for Travis Kelce. 4.67 for Josh Sheffield. That's a decent. Terrell Fountain, 4.6. That's a solid. Or Monty Yates. Like I said, this position. Ooh. He's got poor acceleration. He is 6'6". I'm going to go with Terrell Fountain because he looks like a good prospect to me. Not that good. Bronze Dev is what he is, though. 6'4", 259 pounds. I think just long-term to have a tight end on the team who isn't Travis Kelce on the off chance Kelce gets hurt. Last year, I literally had left tackles subbing in at points. We just did not have a lot of depth there whatsoever. So an 85 speed, 90 acceleration, Terrell Fountain. A deep route running, B catching, A awareness. I think his overall is going to be pretty good. And that 90 acceleration I really like. Hey, good pick, round 2. 5'6". Tariq Cohen. Oh, I always look for the little running backs. That's my favorite type of running back. Because they just the little running backs, it's actually kind of glitchy in the game. They can just move around so much better. Less good in this game because they get hit sticked all the time. So I would say I don't know if I'm willing to make that kind of my pick. We got good safeties here. 6 foot, 4.65 though. Aaron Berry, Mike Haynes, speed rusher. This would be a depth pick more than anything. I don't know if these are necessarily positions of great need. But I don't know if I have any positions of great need, so I think I'm just going to take best available. I'm going to go with this Rudy McCann, and it's another Bronze Dev. Bro, we have struck out, other than our first-round pick, we have struck out development-wise. This guy's a big player, though. He'll be on special teams, third-round pick. Not mad about it, but not overly. I'm not glowing about that pick. That's, in every way, that's an all-right pick. Dude, I low-key want to take a power kicker. Dude ran well even. I'm taking Daniel Wilson, kicker. 90 kick power. Oh my gosh, I'm such a meathead. I thought he was generational. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. Okay, I'll see you guys all in draft recap. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, draft recap. Let's go see the damage. That's why people stayed away from Wheeler. 60. Ooh, the kicker. Oh, I was about to say. Fountain of Youth, I had a feeling he would be pretty good. I like him. Vertical threat, 85 overall. I like him a lot. Demetrius Wheeler, I think he's going to be just a beast because I can just run him on. Like, he's going to be kind of a situational receiver. Rudy McCant play. Like, dude, we struck out. This was a strikeout. I struck out swinging. Palm Springs, or Parker Springs, 6'2", 92 speed. That's my best pick was my last pick. Literally, the best pick in the whole draft was my last pick. What a disaster. Okay, let's go through preseason and see what's up. Okay, so all I'm going to end this video with is me saying right now, I'm angry. I'm angry. This is not a joke. We're winning it next year. I think this is the set. I hate missing the Super Bowl. I think our team looks a lot better right now. Especially now that we added Tyreek, Brian Thomas. We have an option of a really fast receiver. Our receiving core with Brian Thomas, Trey Fisher, and now Demetrius Wheeler, who will make sure to, he's got like all the default stuff right now. But Tyreek Hill is going to be a leader on this team with Travis Kelce as well. We got Terrell Fountain now as a backup. Guys, it's... all I can say is please kill a like button for another season. I need another season of this. If this season goes wrong, this is literally a last dance. We're going to call this. Can you, if you're watching this right now, because I know there's some of you, this is going to be the obvious tell if you made it to the end of the video. Hashtag last dance. Next year is literally the MJ last dance, what they talk about, where you have all the players going into their last year of their contract. We have no money. We go all in. This is our last dance coming up. Last dance for Saquon. Bringing in Tyreek Hill, we're going all in. We're trying to bring the Giants a Super Bowl. The defense is buzzing. Guys, I love you all. Thank you. It's the last dance, everybody. It's the last dance. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have a second channel where I post golf every day. Make me the happiest person in the world. Go subscribe. Check out that channel. There's a link down below. My Instagram is TDBarrettYT. My Twitter is TDBarrett.YT. Thank you guys so much for watching. Kill the like button. Go watch another video here. And like I said, go subscribe to my second channel.